that are just like
I knew there was like
CG
there's at least
animation.
2 animated ones.
Yeah.
Like one is Vendetta, one is Death Island.
I forgot my
Yeah.
scissors.
That one was like 2020.
I probably have scissors somewhere.
It was recent.
I'll just chew it off with my teeth like a little
I
rat.
saw that.
Yeah.
Also,
Anyway, Wedge, do your recap. Oh, before recap, I
before
guess.
recap, the consequences of we did not do week 8 or 9's reward.
No.
Which are we streaming?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to do week 8 or 9's reward. Which one I think is 9. Where y'all have to eat weird snacks. So y'all remember when I brought a birdhouse full of wacky snacks?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of this kind, but it is in fact the Tonka mailbox.
I'm scared.
As far as I know, 2 of these things don't have gluten in them.
I'm still not going to risk them personally. I hope you
Line
understand.
drop, bitches. Line drop part 2.
No.
Alright.
I want you to dig deep.
This
Right.
really, that's all I know how to
Trying
do.
to find small pieces.
There are. You probably recognize these things.
Hey,
You'll probably recognize these things.
fried chicken, I think.
Give me.
That's the.
Why does it look like that?
No,
No, that's too easy. What?
Oh my god.
Dig deep.
The lapidated hot dog.
Oh my god.
Hot dog.
My
that
wiener.
go-
It looks weird.
It's beautiful.
I'm
That's
about
what
to
I
get-
got at Go-Go when I was buying a
It
dress
feels
shirt.
kind of warm.
Yeah, guess what's been in my car for 2 weeks?
That's so scary.
I gotta get this checked by doctor.
Hi, Aaron. I got a weird gummy. Actually, I'm gonna send you a photo.
Yeah, I was low-key surprised these aren't completely melted.
Did
like
we
the tray.
long rest?
No.
Not yet.
We're still wounded.
Damn.
Also, I expect y'all to keep drawing from this.
That's terrifying.
Drawing?
Um.
I don't know if I'll do that.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
don't grab a chicken and you're fine.
Oh. Oh, look. You can remove it from the pod.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Actually.
This is just like the movie Sausage Party.
At the end of the movie Sausage Party, when they have a massive food orgy.
Yes.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Okay. Recap, Wench.
God, Nadir said some depressed shit.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Way to be a downer.
That's
Nadir.
kind of it.
That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nothing else happened.
No, Nadir's like, my kids died.
Don't like
here,
how chewy that looks.
and the blood's upstairs,
Oh, God.
and we were like, oh damn, that kind of sucks. And so
L.
we brought that girl back to her grandma, and informed the last person at the fucking like police precinct that every single person he was working with was a
3-man
traitor.
precinct. That's not a precinct. That's just a clubhouse.
And he was not in on the
single
secret.
person. He was the only one. So he's in charge now by default.
He's fully like 21.
Yeah, no, he like
He's
just
a young lad.
If this were the military, he'd be the equivalent of a private, like bottom rank.
Yeah, he's poor guy.
Private bottom.
We went
I
to
haven't tried
we went
it
to talk to
again
Nadir's
since.
people. Was there anything?
I'm scared.
She agreed with me that it was
Oh.
raining
Medea
blanket.
talked to
Yeah.
Velko.
Yes, Medea and Velko had
yeah.
a very important conversation where basically Medea pitched the same thing she pitched to Nadir to Velko, because if she could ever talk to one individual to speak for the whole of the people affected by Rathorn's actions
And he was
Ashta,
like,
This
it would
melted
be
into the
him.
plastic.
he's like, dog, they're not gonna care. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it weird?
I regret life.
Why'd you bite just the bun and not the wiener?
I tried to.
Bro, just pop
The
the whole
wiener
thing in
didn't
like
go.
I did.
That's
Like,
fucking
I'm
good.
not a coward. I popped the whole thing in.
Well, how do you chew it then?
You chew.
I don't know. There's much
Gang,
chewing
bite
to do with
harder. Jesus.
I just don't do well with sour.
It's not sour! Oh, that is.
Yeah, the extreme
Oh.
toxic waste, I would disagree with you.
We went to a lab in the desert.
You killed a child.
And I killed a child. Well,
Yes, you did.
Fate killed a child. I just pulled
no,
the
you killed
trigger.
a child.
I just pulled the trigger and Fate decided that a child
I say
needed
that
to
all
die.
the time.
That's,
A
yeah.
different
That's
child
what I
than you ever intended.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Just, yeah.
you tried to shoot the other kid and you killed the second kid.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
it's
sure
okay.
that
we,
it's gonna hold up in court.
There's no court.
There's no court in the
There's no
desert.
court in the
I don't
desert.
think there's any court anywhere.
I mean,
Well, you know.
with how fucked up Rathmorn is, I'm sure if I was like, yeah, he was a cultist or Orcus, I don't think they're going to care how old he was. So
You're
I
not
think
wrong.
my ass is fine.
He's a part of the, what's it called, MS-15, is that what they're, yeah. That's what Quinn gets to say.
Yeah, exactly.
He had it on his knuckles.
MS-15.
I'm gonna let fate decide this trial and then
Well,
shoot my
yeah.
fun gun. And yeah, we killed a bunch of cultists and went inside the lab.
Shot
And we found all of the corpses of the people from the one shot. And there was a pedestal that Nadir took.
Oh, that's right! You took the
Nadir
fucking
took the
pedestal,
pedestal.
too.
Did we have a material it was made out of? I'm kind of hoping it was marble.
God, I
You know
hope
what?
it was
Fuck it,
marble.
it's Marvel.
Yes.
We gotta have an entirely marble room.
Yeah.
Just because it's funny to
The
me
marble
that you
room.
keep
Like, we're gonna have to
bringing
bring in,
marble.
like, marble floor, ceiling, and wall panels to make it a completely marble room, but then...
I'm sure we can fit it into Brent's budget.
Brent don't have a budget.
Brent's budget is infinite when it comes
Well,
to
if
equipment.
Bren would do what I tell him to, he would
Yeah.
have a budget.
Well,
And was there a flashback scene at the?
We
And-
did a group psychometry of the past, and it was just I think it was the
Yeah.
ending scenes in the one shot. That was
Yeah,
pretty
and
much
then-
the same book.
And then also fast forwarding into time, which we can probably start with that as a review to get going. Let me get my
This is
Oh,
session
yeah.
17?
yes. Nadir, you just finished as you watched, this thing be locked away, and eventually a group of adventurers unlock all levels of this vault. A simian young man stashing 2 books into his bag of holding, a changeling boy that cuts off his own hand, a half-elf, half-drow, a water genasi woman, an air genasi man, and an Aarakocra. You heard these descriptions before. The picture that you saw in the Feywilds, they got the woman spot on. Everyone else was drawn a bit more cartoonishly, but you do recognize their descriptions. And you finish you stop having your visions as Medea, you pick up this skeletal hand.
Holding hands with
With
Uncle
Mira.
Barry.
With Uncle Barry.
I'm gonna drop that truth bomb on everybody in this room.
Quinn explodes.
Quinn and Christy are outside with the child.
He does anyway.
He does anyway. So you explain that to everyone.
I keep the hand, by the way.
Outside, the kid, the 13-year-old boy, has quieted down and is just staring at the body of the 11-year-old. You guys had, I think you said you tied him up to let him just wear himself out too.
Yeah.
He starts trying to scoot closer to the body as the best he can through the sand. And he eventually, unless you stop him, but I don't really know that she would.
I guess I just kind of look at Christy like.
She's like, kind of like I don't think we should get in between him right now. And he scoots up to the body and just kind of lays there beside it. I think you can see he's like saying stuff to the body and like whispering to him, but
Medea will walk within auditory range, but not directly confront the 13-year-old.
yeah.
Or are we outside at this point?
Yeah, I guess you guys, after that, do you guys just leave?
Probably doesn't look like there's anything here. And they didn't seem to have grabbed anything, so.
Yeah, and as you've been going through this, I don't think you saw anything else of note. Presumably what they thought was here, it has been gone. I think, Medea, as you walk past, the boy is just whispering, I'm sorry. Please get up. Please get up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Over and over, like kind of pleading for the boy to open his eyes. As you walk past, I think he does have a bullet hole like right in the center of his forehead.
Oh,
too.
the kid? Yeah.
Other kid.
We never did get a Revivify diamond, did we?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We did,
Yeah.
but it's now past Revivify time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hit up Hamiel's line.
Yeah. What do you say?
I got another kid killed. Help.
Help me.
Something along those lines of, hey, Hamiel, since you gave such a hard task, would you be willing to toss another kid on to my side? It is the one that Orcus that's been gone for 1,000 years.
Can I get the BOGO deal?
Can I get a BOGO deal, please? Please, angel of the Lord. I think she, I will see what I can do. The soul's been gone just a little bit longer than the girl for word. Give me some time, and I'll try to make it happen.
I'm just gonna look at like the bodies for like a ring or necklace or something that's not like Orcus related.
Yeah, I'm sure probably the tiefling woman has some sort of ornamentation like that.
Okay.
I'll say maybe she
I'll
can
grab
get
it.
a
You'll, like,
necklace.
put it into this or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess, would she have given some kind of time range of which that would take place?
No, it sounds like she needs to go figure it out.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the kid then.
I think he just kind of like looks up and over at you. He doesn't say anything, but he's just kind of like watching you very like calculating in a sense, like what is this fucker gonna do to me?
I'm gonna untie him. I'm gonna kind of like sit down with him.
He like will back up a few feet, probably.
What are you doing here?
Obviously, we're going to go look in the rooms for stuff.
I guess my question is, how did you end up with this group of Orcus worshippers? Maybe more of the cosmic sense of what are you doing here?
They were the only ones who took care of us. And like glances down at the 11-year-old. They were good to us.
Two of you were together for a long time, related.
He's my half-brother.
Sorry to hear that. What is your name?
Matthias.
What was his?
Rafi.
Short for something?
What do you want from me? Are you guys going to interrogate me? Kill me? What? I'm not gonna... I mean, just get it over with. Don't pretend like you care. Just shoot me. It doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing left to live for. Truly.
I don't really plan to kill you or interrogate you. I don't. Do you know anything about the location, about the wand of Orcus?
No, no one does.
Can I roll an insight on that?
Yeah.
I get to be bad cop.
Me being bad cop on a 13-year-old that just lost his only family.
Medea runs in, decks this kid. No,
that's a 16 for the insight.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, I figured, but checking all the boxes, covering our bases, so we don't have to, dig this up again later.
A lot of people sadly have your similar story. I am searching for the wand of Orcus so that I can bring back 2 girls that I was helping train. It's maybe too presumptuous to say they were my children at all, but I cared for them. And it's hard to lose people. But I don't want to kill you. You're too young to really know what's going on and to understand everything. I don't understand everything. I'm like 300 years old. That being said, if you continue down this path with Orcus, things won't get better for you. You know what Orcus wants to do to the world, right?
Yeah, I guess somewhat.
He wants to more or less turn everything to undeath. Remove.
Yeah, this
Have
is
jovial
not quite the
tunes.
vibe.
Maybe I should
Aaron,
turn
we're not gonna. Okay.
Maybe we should turn on the
says we're not gonna kill the child, but do you have might? But
maybe we'll turn on the emotional playlist. There we go.
Like plunge the earth into like 1,000 years of darkness type thing. I know these people took care of you for a time when you needed it, and I'm sorry nobody better came along. But getting into Orcus and demons is just a one-way trip to misery. And if someone were to care about you, they wouldn't ask you to go down this path. I've been on a path with demons for as long as I can remember, for the most part. And it sucks. And yeah, I don't think you deserve to die, even though you spent this time with this evil. So I guess I would like for you to come back with us, maybe see some world, and for as long as you want, I'll take care of you. You don't have to make too many decisions now, but we are probably your way out of here.
I think he takes a look around at the expanse of desert, it's sand as far as he can see. I guess. Sure. But I can't promise I won't want to kill that fucking old man.
There's a long
That,
list.
yeah, I was gonna say, that
get
might
mine.
be the longest line you've ever stood in. I'll be honest with you, I think there's more people who want to kill him then there are pieces of sand.
Can Quinn hear this?
Yeah.
He's truly just like nodding along. He's like, yeah, fair. He doesn't look offended at all. He's like, yeah, fair enough, you know?
I do have to say, now is not the time for violence, preferably. If you do try to kill one of the group members, I will have to fight you and then tie you up, and then I'll have to drag you through the desert, and that sounds like a pain.
Right, I would of course love to make your life so much easier.
No, you're right, but it's not pleasant to be dragged in the desert either. Tried it out, not great.
He says it like it was some random Sunday morning. He's like, hey, you guys should drag me to the desert. I just want to see what it's like.
Anyways, here's some food and water. We'll probably be departing soon. I don't wish to get your hopes up at all. But the one who is supposed to help bring back my girls, I asked if she would be able to look for something for your brother.
Why would you do that?
He didn't deserve to die. Look at him. Look at how young he is. Do you think he knew what he was doing when he came here? Do you think he was willing to die for Orcus?
I think he starts to cry a bit.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder, and I'm gonna hand him the amulet or whatever I found. I can't say that it will happen for sure at all. Maybe I shouldn't have told you until I knew anything more definitive, but if there's a chance, he'll be in. So, take good care of him. My girls are in the show of my shadows. If you need to talk at all, come find me. But for now, enjoy the food and water. I'll leave you to yourself.
He nods. Medea.
This is an Aaron question. What was the dead kid's name?
Rafi.
Rafi?
R-A-F-F-I.
Okay.
Thank you. You say the alive kid's name is Matthias?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my manager's names.
And it is your manager, actually.
As a child.
God.
You'll have to ask your manager about his trauma.
Yeah, you know now. This is what happened
To be fair, Matthias never gives us a straight answer about his past. He once tried to tell us that while he was a kid in Africa, he had a pet tiger. And he had a good 3 people believing him for a solid 10 minutes.
Have people seen a tiger before? That is
Great
the most
question.
evil animal.
I thought that's how you felt about giraffes.
Like, if you don't raise them from
No,
like,
he just hates
literally
them. They're not
cubs.
evil,
He
hates
just
them.
doesn't like them.
Yeah.
I just hate giraffes. They're just bad.
After I saw that video of giraffes fighting, I can't even blame you. They
Hey,
really
Aaron,
are.
what the fuck do you mean alivant? What does that mean?
Alivant.
Oh, alivant.
What is Aaron's beef with this fucking child?
Yeah, I know. Aaron really wants us to kill Matthias, by the way.
I got you, Aaron.
He
got
wants
you.
Quinn to do that double child homicide.
Quinn does a backflip and domes the kid.
I think Nadir's going to kind of gather up the group all together. Out of earshot.
I think
of the
Matthias
kid.
is honestly.
Bro,
It's hard
I
to
mean, he
bury
wouldn't be
someone.
paying attention or anything.
Yeah, it's hard to bury someone in the sand, but he's trying his best.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm
If I
going.
have to put a child's body in my back clothing so we can bury that child's property, I'll do so, because that's just making me sad watching.
Yes. I will watch after this.
Yeah, there's like a 60% chance he's gonna try and kill me on the way back.
Just don't sleep.
I will.
Yeah, just
I
have
didn't
sleep.
anyway.
Rock the wrong
Budget
curse. Wrong curse.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, honestly.
I will. If he gets up and rowdy, I will fight him. But he's too young to really know what he's doing.
Queen, if you can't defend yourself from a 13-year-old boy, I need you to know it's your time.
He did.
I don't think.
That's other. He did hit you pretty good.
I mean, he got a good hit in on me. I don't think that I need defending from him. You need to defend him from me if he comes for me.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Okay. Because if you don't step in time, I'm gonna fucking blast the kid. I'm not sorry about it.
Yeah, self-defense.
Alright. And then I'm gonna walk back over and see if he wants help or if he'd rather bury him somewhere else. I can ask that in character if he wanted to do something. But
Yeah, like, are you asking him if he wants you guys to shove his brother's body in a bag of holding?
Well, I mean, it won't decompose yet.
Hey, do you have like a place that's that meaningful at all that you'd rather bury him than out here in this hellscape? Otherwise, here's as good a spot.
You've never really belonged anywhere meaningful, so I guess here's as good a spot as any.
I can help you if you wish.
We could cremate.
Cremate him?
I'm just saying, it'd be easier to bury.
Does he want to go?
I think he looks very hesitant letting you touch any of the bodies.
Ow.
So I think he's just kind of
After
like,
watching them fail.
I think he declines.
You're too far to reach.
What was the gold bottle?
The gold bottle is
Yeah.
any of the
Any of
apple
the-
Apple pie, any of the
I
moonshine.
finished one of the moonshines. What
Was
there
it the
is,
Wisconsin? Is the Tennessee left?
Wisconsin, yeah.
Okay.
Tennessee is left and the blue
It's a jug.
He's
is left.
got.
To the right of Bacardi.
This hot dog.
Oh my god, Aaron just
Smells
realized
so
he's
bad.
13.
Yeah.
Oh my
he's
god.
13.
Aaron, what are you
The
fucking-
worst age. Yeah.
Thanks, Rental
Does this
DM.
actually
Burn the
taste
body
like hot
Viking
dog?
funeral.
No.
Aaron, to have a Viking funeral in the hot media sense, we would need water, and we're in the fucking desert.
Yeah, don't you guys have like a summon water spell?
No.
Does
I
Christy?
asked them.
Oh, Christy might.
She
not.
doesn't.
Why was I just about to Google Christy? No.
Christy spells. See what pops up.
Google, show me Christy's spells, please.
What is happening?
Oh my god, she can cast Create or Destroy Water.
Yeah, so it's the fucking desert. It will not pool anywhere. It will just sink into
We'll
the
just
sand.
be so quick about it.
I still say cremate.
I think he takes anything he views as meaningful from the bodies. Like,
I do kind of like pile up the weapons and stuff and show it. to
Yeah.
Greg.
it's fair. Did you take his weapon?
Yeah, I assume.
I
that
feel like we
did.
did that when we tied him up.
Yeah, I just wanted
Yeah.
to
Yes, yes.
make sure. So, now do you guys head back?
No, I'm just staying in the desert forever.
Alright, cool.
This
Bye,
is-
Macy!
This is my home now.
Bailey's like, I kind of vibe with this shit. Bye, gang.
I don't need to be here, you know.
Dale the dog just ran into the building and Daisy was like, well, I guess we're staying with it.
Oh right, the dog is fucking here.
Probably panting.
Also, I just dropped a banger quote in the stream chat, so
That scares me.
Fuck what Catholicism says original sin is being 13. True though. Okay,
on the
you
road
guys
again.
head back. I think it only said it was a couple hours, or did I say it was 2
It was
days?
a couple of days.
It
Couple
was
days.
days.
My bad.
This
I
is
don't.
a large region.
I don't remember what I say.
No, you don't, baby.
And just a little guy.
So remember how you said that we would get paid like 3 million gold for this mission?
Right, you're getting paid like all of the money in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, like every ounce of money.
Yeah, you guys are heading back. Medea, you mentioned you wanted to.
Honestly, if anything would happen, it would be because Medea, doesn't sleep. She would be on watch a lot. Does Matthias ever kind of like make a move towards Quinn during one of these night matches, while she pretends to sleep because there's someone who doesn't know that about her yet?
I mean, he doesn't have a weapon, so he doesn't feel. I'll just give you guys this kid's I think you can see he kind of like he tries to stay away from Quinn, but across like the campfire and the campground, he's like glaring at him sometimes.
I
but
can work with this.
I don't think he ever makes a move. He doesn't have any weapons. He's not gonna get to choke him out before someone gets him out off of him. So,
Okay.
Then he's smart about it.
Okay.
He's gonna bide his time.
Then one of these night watches, Medea will go and sit next to him.
I think he shoots you a glare.
She honestly gives an amused smirk at that.
And then he rolls his eyes.
Yep, there we go.
What do you want, Hay?
Woohoo! I haven't had that one in a while.
Get used to it.
What an angry little thing.
Yeah.
Quinn perks up.
Some of my people. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I am curious about this. And you're free to not answer this question, but what do you plan to do with yourself from here?
I don't know, lady.
You're just taking everything as it comes?
Yeah.
That's admirable, in a sense.
You just... I don't know. That's how life works, I'm assuming.
You don't have any higher aspirations you want to achieve?
The only thing I ever wanted to achieve was finding safety and food and shelter and power.
And power.
Yeah. That's how the world works. You get power and you're safe.
Fair assessment. But that really only deals with the immediate. You never wanted for more?
I had what I wanted. Now I don't. Now I gotta figure it out.
And yet, your plan is still to just take things one day at a time. Does it sound like that is?
What do you want me to say?
I'm wondering how you're planning to get through these next few days, few weeks, few months, years.
I don't know.
You don't have a goal. You don't have something you're working towards. Having something to strive for is so much better than just listlessness.
No, and then how about I strive to get powerful enough so I can kill him and points at Quinn?
That's a worthy goal. It's sure to keep you
Aren't you
warm.
guys like friends or whatever?
Yes.
Shouldn't be like, oh no, don't kill my friend, even though he's like ancient.
I'm speaking from experience when I say this. Trying to live day to day without having something to strive for ends up with you, if not dead in a ditch, at the bottom of the barrel, at the absolute rock bottom. Losing everything. You want to come back from losing everything? You need something you need to aim for. You need direction. Maybe your direction is killing Quinn over there. By all means, if that's what you decide, strive for it. Just make sure you can do it right.
Probably gonna have a heart attack before I can do it.
Perhaps. And again, maybe you could be the cause of that heart attack. Get strong, Matthias. Get powerful, but do it quick enough. self-projection. Use everything by your hand or someone else's by crappy circumstances. And then not knowing where to go from there. Knowing what I wanted and having it be something of revenge, that's what kept me warm, that's what kept me alive in the years between me losing my life, the life I had, and gaining something that I cherished above all else.
You and the tall demon man are very different.
Very, actually, I'm fairly certain tall demon man in question hates me, but
I get it.
Medea actually gives a little chuckle at that. She's like, then he would agree with you.
So is this your version of a pep talk or advice or something?
Yes, in a way. Call it imparting wisdom, an old hag imparting wisdom on a reckless little youth, and she'll pinch his tweak. Pinch his tweak. I fucking hate having a stutter. She's gonna have a biting motion and like wiggle it a little bit.
She's gonna try to bite your hand.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll roll. It's a 16 on the die.
So yeah, that definitely gets my finger.
Yeah, he bites you.
She will wince a little bit. She's like, oh, you still have fire left. Maybe you're better off than I was. Make sure you have a good amount of sleep. I wouldn't want to have to make sure you get nap time. Then we'll travel tomorrow.
How old do you think I am?
I think you're 13 years old.
That needs a nap time?
Apparently. You think that's just, you lack the wisdom to take a rest where you can get it. Absolutely,
You like never sleep.
Yes, because I'm an old hag and I don't need to anymore.
I know that's not true.
Well, I guess you'll want to find out yet, will you? And she'll go across the fire.
Like, he gives you like a little bit of like narrows his eyes at you before he like lays down. I at 13 would have loved a nap time.
Yeah, see, I would have loved nap time at 13.
He's not trying to have nap time with his mortal enemy.
His mortal enemy needs to go to bed at like 7 p.m. and gets up at like 5 a.m. because he's an old man.
That's so true. Anyway, eventually you guys do return to the Desert Demons Village. I suppose Balco will come out to greet you guys. Oh, hello. You love to pick up strays. And he like looks down at the kid, who I think is probably standing a little bit behind you.
Well, we made them a little bit of a shy.
Oh dear.
Is Leela doing alright?
Yes. Some strangeness. We, testing things out. She is a lot faster and stronger than she used to be. She does get claws and fangs sometimes when fighting. And maybe it could be a good demonstration, but I also don't like, she gets a little bit crazier when scarring, but those scars, they glow. And she gets almost like a shield around herself. Sometimes it even burns us, so something very interesting, but nothing that she isn't necessarily out of control of yet.
Okay.
So
That's good that there's still some control.
Oh.
It's too bad she ended up with something.
but it's nothing like us that I can tell.
I guess that's good.
So why don't we all get some food. Yes. I like to picture that is an eye. It's like food.
I would like to talk to Matthias now that we're here.
Is it Matthias or Matthias?
Matthias.
Matthias.
My
It's math. It's my new kid math.
Some people asked me what my first period was back in high school.
Math. My tight ass.
Oh god.
Anyway, yeah, so you guys probably are taking to dinner time. Herrick is still around, so he'll probably walk over to you. Matthias.
Yeah. Were you there for all that happened to the girl that your group has been captured?
Not all of it. I know I was gonna be one of the next ones.
Oh.
It was voluntary. For me, at least. I don't know everything that they're doing, but they said it can make me stronger, so...
Obviously you know this and you don't care to some extent, but not everything that makes you stronger is good. I've had this curse. I used to be a regular Joe Schmo. Now I fight demons all the time, and I have a thing inside of me that makes me desire to kill and eat people. And I have to fight that thing. But maybe you didn't have a hand in it or anything like that, but I think you should feel inclined to apologize to her in some way. I don't know. Maybe it's just my sentimental side to try to push you towards doing something that's not Orcus related stuff.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
My ass can sure try.
No way. You did well?
It's a natty!
It's a nat 20, which
Holy
thank God
shit.
because I have, I think, +0 to any charisma stat.
This kid learns respect immediately.
Oh, holy shit.
Wait, what's this respect thing you're talking about? I
Wait, this is bars. I think he listens to what you say and he thinks a bit. Yeah. She didn't volunteer for it either, I guess.
And of course you don't have to apologize for every piece of it. You were not that weird scientist guy necessarily the man who captured her. Maybe like comb your hair back nice, or, like search around, wrap like a comb or something like that. I don't know. Do what you want, but
He like
don't
brushes his hair. There's like sand coming out of his scalp.
don't be mean or anything like that. That's, I'm trusting you, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then you will go and join everyone for dinner.
Yeah. Herrick will sit beside you. Howdy, Pops.
How's it going, kiddo?
Well, I'm probably gonna be going further into Eska tomorrow.
I was gonna say, have you been here like the whole time?
Yeah, you know, we've been talking.
How's talking been going?
Well, you know, interestingly, even better after your friend Medea spoke to him.
Okay. never let Medea know that.
I won't.
Wait, what was that line about Medea?
Even the talking's been going better. More better, like even better after Medea spoke to him, to Valko.
Oh, Valko.
I said never tell Medea that.
I don't know if it's a good thing for her or, well, honestly, probably bad for her because I don't like the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? When I get back to Carson, why don't I come visit you all at the department?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad things are going well.
Yeah, how about you?
You know, found a lab, killed a kid. The same old, same old.
You killed a child?
I mean, it was the fun gun. I just pulled the trigger,
Oh, shit.
and then like a hailstorm just like bullet rained him.
Oh dear Lord. I think he like pinches the bridge of his nose like, oh my god, this fucker used the fun gun on a child. Oh, maybe
I trust this dude.
Maybe next time there's a child,
Yep.
say, this is not a fun gun time.
Maybe Orcus shouldn't send children to fight me.
I don't. You know what? Nadir can talk to you about all that. That's not my. I'm not gonna.
This is not my problem.
That's just not my problem.
I'm honestly surprised Nadir hasn't yelled at him yet.
Me too. We are threateningly. Well, you know what? Uh-ohs happen.
What?
Uh-ohs happen.
Sometimes a child dies.
Sometimes, sometimes those happen.
But, I'll probably be a few weeks here in Eska, though.
Okay. Well, you know, come visit when you get a chance.
Of course. I think, like, he just kind of chows down. Is there anything you want to talk to him about in particular?
I don't think anything beyond just, like, small talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I will open this up to some roleplay so I can go pee.
What are we eating for dinner, guys?
I don't
Desert
know.
rats.
What's the food of your people? Is it human flesh?
Is it just human, or is it like any humanoid?
I mean, it's human.
Okay.
I don't know. Smoked meats. And,
Of questionable origin.
I was gonna say, what kind?
Smoked
Smoked
meats
meats
of
or
questionable
stuff.
origin.
Wow.
You don't need to know what they are.
Maybe some like
It's mixed.
desert fruits, like
It's variety.
prickly pears,
Variety.
cactus, and
yeah,
shit.
cactus like cut into like a Caesar salad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they spend a lot of time making it look like a
Oh,
Caesar
no, it
salad
fell
for
apart?
City folk.
It's just like
I hate that when they do that with yarn.
I can't believe you're that strong.
Did you seriously pull it apart?
Literally ripped it apart.
And, well, I was trying to and not like the end is just like.
For audio listeners, Emma's been crocheting something. I'm not kidding. She literally tore apart a singular line of yarn. Like the base yarn, she literally tore it in half.
This shirt is trying to
It's
kill
like when
me.
in tug of war, instead of like one team tugging the other over the middle line, like the rope literally snaps. That's just what happened.
This shirt is actually trying to kill me. The sizing never turns out the way it's supposed to. My count is always wrong, and the yarn keeps doing this to me.
Welcome to making clothing.
And I'm feeling like I should just give up and try a new project. Sorry.
That's so valid, baby girl. My booty.
Your booty.
We're slapping boots.
What did I miss other than
The crochet. I asked what we were eating for dinner, and it quickly became the string debacle, the yarn debacle.
Yeah, Emma accidentally ripped apart her yarn.
Whoops!
Like the regular ass string, just pulled it apart.
So this is the part attached to your. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you making like a top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. That's what the triangles are.
Yeah.
I think
For the tatas.
Herrick is going to sit next to Nadir as well. Go over some. Howdy. How's it going there, bud?
If you want to sit down, you can.
It is going alright. Trying to figure out
raised in the cult or something?
They took him in at some point. Seems only ones to take care of him.
That's rough. Well, I mean, he's not running or trying to kill anyone so far.
Yet.
Well, have you seen where we're at?
Right. I suppose, you know what, even a kid can know it's a bit stupid to start gallivanting in the desert.
He's smart. At some level. You know, he's still 13, so he doesn't know anything.
Right.
Stupid idiot.
Wait.
Um,
How did I do that?
you seem to probably have your hands full.
Did you have something to ask?
I was just gonna ask if you could look after Gregor and Sasha a little bit. Sasha has a good head on her silver holders, but she's got a good bit to learn, and Gregor could use some form of guidance. He's a good kid. He's just got a chip on his shoulder, you know. And from what I've seen and heard, you're a good man. But they're grown adults, and that's a child, so he might take some precedence. And about what I heard from my father is true. He might try to kill my dad, and I just got him back. So if you could maybe deter him from killing him, that would be great.
You're gonna watch this very carefully.
Although,
and then
might
I'll
be
send you a
hard,
video of
but-
it later.
can see you in the window between
In between.
That's so funny.
So
I
sorry.
just see Gus's face like in
Okay. So we're gonna tie
Yeah.
this into a knot of
Yes.
itself
Going
around
further
this one.
in.
And
Yeah,
the
I'm
same
gonna
thing
talk
on
some
the other
groups
side.
in,
This will knot on itself around this one.
I think I was talking right into the mic.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you literally are fucking right.
I sure am. I'm gonna shut up now.
I'm gonna head farther and meet with some other groups in Eska and see what they have to say. I know there are some rebellion groups there, so expand the network. And then I'll come back to Kherson and maybe come visit. But don't tell Medea or Christy about me. Well, I don't know too much about Christy. She doesn't seem like she cares too much, but Medea's a strategist, and the less she knows, the better.
But I like knowing things.
Well, you
This-
can't know.
This is something me and Medea share. We like knowing things.
Yes.
Keep me posted how I can help.
I will. Like I said, you seem to be doing a good thing here, so. But if I need you, I'll call you.
I'll try to help.
Have a good night, Nadir.
You too.
Tips his cowboy hat and
Tip's imaginary hat.
Tips. I think he does laugh a little bit at that.
So you guys just missed an insane little moment between me and Cole.
I think I heard it.
I heard he's gonna fuck your son.
And did you hear what Cole said
No.
back? Cole said, "What you do to my son, I do to you."
Oh my
What you do to
God.
my son, I do to
This
you.
is so Indiana Jones coded when the dad and the kid both fucked the same woman.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That happened
Anything
in my
else
phone.
for dinner time? I think you'll notice. I think Matthias does talk to Leela with your nat 20 persuasion.
Yeah, nat 20.
But
that was the only way that was going that way.
yeah.
Correct.
But also, eventually, that necklace you gave him from the tiefling woman does start to glow, and then it dims down a little bit. As Hamiel did fulfill that promise. She got out of the way. think like maybe Matthias does like look up and like look at you like almost like excitedly.
I'll send him a message. We have a long way to go. We still have to find the object that's been missing for a long time.
And he just nods.
But you're welcome to help with this part.
Nadir is fixing this child.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One nat 20 at a time.
One
One
nat
nat
20,
20 at
this
a
child
time.
will be fixed.
Can Nadir fix me? Like in real life?
He's working on it.
He's
Oh,
trying.
wait. He's trying to fix Daisy. Let me specify.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought of just like, man, what if my D&D character like manifested in real life, and you're like, God, then I had to deal with that fucker that I created in my head and explain my choices in creating them.
Yeah,
But
You
also
better
just
not
like,
find the Google Doc I wrote about him.
Ilma would be so nice to me.
Yeah, Ilma would be
Ilma
such a
would.
great grandmother.
I think Pinecone and I would get along so well because we both have religious trauma and we also
Pinecone would make me so nervous.
He would be so terrible around Jabba.
He would torture Jabba.
I wouldn't let him.
Jabba would die in a week.
I'm afraid of what Oz would do in this world.
Mostly
can't
sire
be
a lot of
here.
bastards.
oh, I would have fun
Oh,
with
okay.
Mac, but Mac would make me
Quinn
so
would
nervous.
love the massage chairs at the mall.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
We're
yeah.
just like, okay, pop, we're gonna go out, and we're gonna like bring him to the mall in the massage chairs and leave him.
We drop him off the chairs and go.
Yeah.
I feel like Quinn would actually do so well in the real world. He would really vibe.
He would
with
pull a
the-
gun in situations that did not need a gun.
He would vibe
Right
with the life of being an old man with modern conveniences.
That's true.
But he would also
would-
probably pull a gun.
See,
You know what
Medea
Quinn would
is
do?
good as a fictional character. I would hate her in real life. If she was someone I had to interact with, I would hate her.
Yeah.
But she's fun as a fictional character.
I feel like I don't know it. I think I
Would
might
get
hate.
white girl wasted with Lorelai.
Tim says
Oh,
Quinn at a Cheesecake Factory would go crazy.
He would.
No, he would love Outback Steakhouse. No, he'd love the other
Texas
one.
Roadhouse.
Texas
Texas
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
He
love Texas
fucking love
Roadhouse,
Texas
yeah.
Roadhouse. Like,
Although-
you mean we could just drop the shells on the ground?
Quinn,
Fuck yeah!
Quinn would be the old guy that comes into Home Depot, grabs a cart, and then gets his steps in. Like, he specifically chooses to come to Home Depot instead of going to the mall for walking around, and he just takes laps.
He would ask no questions, but based on the items he was picking up, you'd be terrified on what he's building.
No, no.
I bet Daisy would love sorority rush season.
She would.
Oh,
She
yeah.
would.
She'd love
Wow.
Sheen.
She
Oh
would.
my God,
She would love
With
Sheen.
Daisy, you would have loved Sheen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, one last thing. When we stop at like a town or something like that, I want to pick up some like glass trinkets.
yeah,
Like a
did
gold
you
or two.
also want to make a special stuff?
Yeah, we can do a quick special stat.
Before you guys leave the Desert Demons, Volko will give you a good solid hug and solid pats on the back. Do not be a stranger in this year, and remember our talk.
It won't be as long as last time.
Good. I will not lose you to this cursed country, but maybe I will also increase what I consume in case it becomes necessary.
I'm afraid that might be the case. I'm hoping that it
And then I think to the group is, well, thank you all for helping us out. I'll keep an eye out on things here. Good luck in the desert. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, we'll need it.
What a heartfelt goodbye.
Quinn would really.
That was very heartfelt for this old man.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the heat,
Old man,
Quinn would
old
love
man,
it.
he gets it.
What?
If it weren't for the heat, Quinn would love to thrive here.
Yeah.
No, the heat's good for his old bones. It's the sand.
It's the only place he hasn't been
It's-
cold this entire time we've known him.
It's the sand that's not good for the elderly.
And all we've heard all day is bitching about
Walking
how
around
hot
on
it
the
is.
sand, not good for the elderly. No steady foothold.
Also not good for me.
Yeah.
But I'm basically elderly, so.
The way
We've
I
been
was
wearing one
popping.
sweater while we've been here instead of the 3 or 4.
Yeah, Nadir, where are you taking the ropes?
Graveyard!
Rhaegar!
Oh, did we finish the? Oh.
Yeah, good try.
You're like, oh, there's
Whatever you want to get rid of, I can swindle it into my parents' camper during camping season, and they'll never know.
I'm gonna give you the Fernet
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Nay,
the
the
Lord for David can do
Nay.
and the Romans.
Sure. I'm sure Dad will put it in the hunting stuff later,
Perfect.
and it'll come back to haunt me in hunting season.
But you're bringing the Malort with you?
Nadir, you take everyone on a small detour. It's probably not a crazy one, but probably going further into Eska. We'll be nice and say it's not crazy. I'll say you go to, was it a village or more of a town that you lived in?
I'd say it's probably more of a little village.
Little village. Nadir takes you guys through a little village to, I think it's more of a sandstone mausoleum that they would have in Eska.
That would make more sense, yeah.
Yeah. To a mausoleum, and Nadir, you go inside. Engraved on a piece of stone in this mausoleum are the names Nadir Bashar, Cassie Bashar, Arya Bashar, and Petra Bashar.
Tetra or Petra?
Petra.
What was that last name?
What?
What was Nadir what?
Bashar.
Bashar, thank you.
Hey guys, I brought some glass like I usually do. Missed you guys, of course. I guess I gave you the tragic rundown last time. I don't know if it's close or not. I guess there's an end of the tunnel. Now with having to find this wand. Found another kid. Matthias. He's had a rough life so far. You know, I never know what to do with kids. I just try my best. I wish you were here with me to help me out. But, yeah, I will visit again. Hopefully not as long as this time. But, I'll see you guys soon.
I don't know why you're crying. I'm holding in laughter because all I can think is I don't know what to do with kids other than collect them.
I know. Collect them like Pokemon.
I choose
Find so
you.
many.
I give them good life lessons before
Listen,
they
Gus,
get domed.
sorry,
Yeah.
Nadir keeps on collecting ghost-type children.
Oh god, he does.
Before they turn into ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple
Well,
Pokemon
you
like
know
that.
what? Having girls didn't work out for him. We're gonna try boys.
We're gonna
this
try
time.
boys this time. Maybe instead of a girl dad, because he can't keep the girls alive, he's a boy dad.
We'll see. Yeah.
Such a big statement to make. I'm so sorry.
Um,
The joke.
Daisy's gonna be so sad when she stops getting as much attention.
You're no longer an only child.
I know I keep wanting to like check in on like different people as well, but I'm like I had like 14 scenes in a row.
That's okay.
Honestly, genuinely, Medea doesn't really have anything to do till we get back to the capital, so you're fine.
Daisy has absolute fuck all to do. She's got nothing, so.
She can always reach out to Nadir.
Nadir.
I know I was
Papa
thinking
Nadir.
like she should probably talk to one of her fatherly figures, but I haven't figured out who
Talk
yet.
to Papa. Cup, how about you, Donut? I know.
I also have this.
What's that one? Is that just regular?
But
Huh?
yeah, you guys
That one's just regular peeps.
can head back to the capital. I will just throw it out. Does anything happen on the way back? Between people?
If it does, please kill me.
Does Matthias ever talk to me, or does he just avoid?
He avoids you like the plague because he doesn't trust himself to interact with you.
Fair enough.
Can I? Sorry.
No, you go.
At one point on the way back, I've never fucking talked to this kid, but can I like try to catch his eye and then just like
Smile
not
warmly.
sneak attack Quinn, but like trip him stealthily?
Yeah, fuck that guy, alright?
You're trying to get points with this kid by tricking
I
this
tripped
man.
him.
I'm not even really
You're
trying
gonna
to.
break Quinn's hip!
I'm not even trying to like get points. I just think that Daisy would think it'd be funny as
If
fuck.
I fail, can I like break a bone?
Yes.
That's actually funny
roll
as
stealth.
fuck. Holy
Ooh,
shit.
ow, my penis bone.
We're gonna roll stealth against your passive perception.
I'm gonna beat it.
Okay. So I don't
An
think this
18?
is something
Yeah.
you'd be
That beats it.
Yeah, that beats it.
assuming is
Probably
going to
not.
Terrible
happen.
spy.
I don't know if I want you to roll an attack or I guess we'll say technically roll an attack roll with
Okay.
advantage because he doesn't see you.
I would talk to this kid, but with having
What
no
would
memories,
I
I have
add
nothing
to this?
say.
Dexterity.
Okay, so
You're
that's
both
a dirty
listless.
20.
You bond
Yeah,
so
that
well.
hits me.
Yeah, so you trip him. I'd say like you just kind of like Quinn, you just don't notice. You're walking, you don't notice anything. All of a
Oh,
sudden,
golly.
you just stumble. I guess rolling a dexterity saving throw, the DC being like we'll say 14.
Okay. 15.
Oh,
you
fuck,
don't break
you
any
barely
bones.
escape.
Damn.
You're like bruised, but you don't.
You take a bruise, you stumble and you like almost fall and you're like, my hip is gonna break, but it doesn't. I
But it
think
doesn't.
the kid does snort.
I'm just gonna like scurry back to wherever I was.
I'm gonna scurry back to whence I came.
You're like, damn, the sand dunes are crazy out here. Yeah, so eventually though, you guys probably run into a couple other random fucked up things in the desert, but it doesn't have to be a big.
We're not having an Ozymandias scene. Okay.
Yeah, no, nothing crazy. Well, it's crazy, but it's nothing.
I want
out
to
of
kill
the
more
usual.
dogs, though.
More dogs.
I know, Dale.
Love killing dogs.
You kill more dogs. Don't worry, demon dogs.
I like to think that I put Dale into Christie's like bag where Tommy is, and Tommy and Dale just like.
They're
Oh
just
yeah,
chilling.
Tommy's like,
I think that dog is, Tony's arch nemesis. I
Yeah.
can't imagine a puppy not annihilating a book.
Yeah.
but then the book
But
is
he's
like
Maybe they are
non.
friends.
He's a very mature puppy.
Oh, okay. He's mature for it.
He's literally a Feywilds puppy. He's got
Yes.
something
And then
going
you'll
on.
hear from the backpack, Dale speak, and then like barking. And like,
That's not how you say that.
and that's not how you say that. Does it specifically around Quinn?
I was just gonna say, all you get is muffled through the bag. Dale, speak. and Quinn's just like,
It was like, give me a reason.
Give me a reason. And then also sometimes around Medea when she's like focused on making music.
She's strumming and shit. By the way, if I didn't say it before, what was the name of the one dragon lady we met?
Leovra?
Leovra?
Neovra.
Neovra?
Yeah, but maybe
Medea does finish that ballad, by the way. And as soon as we get back, she's mailing it.
Yeah, well, we'll just speed up then. You guys eventually get back to Kerrison and to the Department of Demonology. And you walk into Bren's office, I'm assuming. Bren gets up, is like, okay, good, you're all alive.
There
Hello.
wasn't a tragedy while we were gone, was there?
No tragedy.
Okay, in that case, I have something for you.
What?
Sets the bag of holding on the ground. Pedestal.
That's good for setting things on.
It's
just
from
a good
it's from the
investment.
evil library.
I put sand on his desk.
Oh yeah, I pull out my little sand art
Empties
jars.
pockets.
Bran, you'll get your gift from me later. Don't you worry.
Who is this kid?
Oh.
A
I
medieval
stole
cover.
cutlery from them.
Oh,
A medieval cover Matthias's ears and say, "Oh, Quinn killed his younger brother."
okay, that tracks.
Yes. It does.
And then the kid's like, "Get your fucking hands off of me!"
She'll pinch his cheek and like yank her hands out of
Well,
range.
our explanation isn't, oh, like, cultist of Orcus child.
No.
Like, no, it's just, oh yeah, Quinn killed his younger
Yeah.
brother.
I was
Yeah.
gonna probably give the real explanation after that. but-
We're not here to debrief. We're here to say hi, give things, and then we'll like
You
de-stress.
guys are here to debrief.
Yeah, it's like, what
Oh,
we're here to
we're
do.
debriefing
And your
in front
debrief
of
was nothing other
a
than
third
I killed his
party?
brother.
How professional are you
That's
guys?
why he's confused.
Okay,
Empathy.
you know what? Thank you. Thanks everyone for the gifts, especially the loose sand.
You're welcome.
It's all over the office.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Right. All right, sit. Oh God, what do we do? Sit down, everyone.
You don't have enough chairs in here, Bran.
I sit
You
on the
know
floor.
where the chairs are to live here.
You are so mean to me. Okay, she goes and gets a chair for herself.
Wait, you put the pedestal down, right?
Yeah.
Fox mode, curls up on pedestal.
I think Matthias looks so confused by this ritual of just like giving Bren whack shit.
Can I just say I did really think that when you like went to pull something out of the bag, I thought you were gonna pull out like his dead brother.
I
And I was like,
I
whoa!
brought you something. A dead body.
We need to bury it.
I'm gonna sending stone to Deer, I think, and just kind of be like, I get that you're trying to rehabilitate the kid, but should he really be in this meeting of important information as we're working against the people that he was with as of like 2 weeks ago?
Probably not for now. I will take him somewhere.
Yeah, what do we? I think Bren is like looking at this kid like I don't know what to do with this
Hey,
kid.
do you guys want meter for this? Otherwise, I was going to just show him around a little bit. Maybe like find a bed and like throw it into my room for
Yeah,
him or
just
something. Or
just
if
go
you have
crazy.
somebody around, do momentary babysitting.
I guess Otto.
I'll go find out real quick.
Okay. You drop this kid off with Otto, who's like, all right, so let's talk. I'll tell you my stories.
Yeah, take him through like cooking something. I don't know
Oh, I
if he knows how
can
to
do
cook
that.
or not.
You know how to cook, kid? I don't know. So much. Okay, I'll teach you how to cook, kid.
He knows how to cook beans over a fire.
Yeah.
Then I walk back.
You guys just
And I bring 2 chairs with me.
2 chairs. Okay. You just kind of tell him everything.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
info dump. We
Yeah.
lore drop on this man. I mean, I don't talk about my conversation with Falco with him, but
I
like,
think he's like trying to brush some sand that was just put on his desk into a bag while he's getting updated.
More sand.
Every time he
He
gets
looks
a
at you, he's
broom,
Can kill you.
More sand.
You didn't even bring him a little broom to make it like a little Zen garden, a freeform Zen garden.
And
Loose
he plates it
sand.
like a gray hair, and then his hair's like, this is for you.
oh, you two want to match? That's adorable.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I have.
Shut up.
Oh my god, we're twinning.
You're twinning. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, besties.
Hey, so how's that squirrel thing doing?
Right. Okay, so first of all,
fuck you.
First of all, fuck you. Secondly, I am curious about how far the Decide plans while it goes, if what she ran into were just some rogue members, or if this goes all the way to the top and we have Orcus cultists in the government.
Probably.
I was gonna say I would kind of be surprised if there weren't.
Yeah.
Right, me too.
They seem like bad guys there, so.
Thirdly, actually, it's the first thing is fuck you.
Yeah.
I have a bit of a surprise for you guys at the library.
Are you
A
pregnant?
good surprise.
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, that's such a surprise.
Would you tell us if you were pregnant?
I would tell you, most of you, if I was pregnant.
I've never once liked anything in a library, so I don't think this could be a good surprise.
I like something in a library.
Oh my god.
Sand.
I'm thinking about my lovely wife.
I know you are.
Just because I cherish my spouses.
So are we supposed to race to the library or something?
No,
or?
we don't. Just follow me.
Okay.
And
I will do what you say, my commander-in-chief.
wonderful. I miss this so much.
Oh yes, Commander-in-Chief.
Oh, don't you start with me.
I'd kill
Daisy,
myself for you.
Daisy and I, Christy, how does it feel to be my 3 favorites right now?
It's so easy. The bar is so low.
honestly, like
It feels great.
It feels great. It's not hard. I love it.
Good.
That leads to bonuses later, right?
Right, of course.
Okay.
He will bring you actually to the city library. And he brings you up to a rented study room. And he opens the door, and there are piles of books and journals and pieces of paper, and there's a little wizard squirrel sitting on the table in there, and he goes, "Ta-da! I found my way!"
It's been so long. How have you been?
Busy! And he
can see
gestures
that.
to the room.
I thought I told him to kill people.
You told him to go see if Bren needed help, and it might be killing people, but you
oh.
didn't say to go kill people.
And then you made it Bren's problem.
Yes, so, this, lovely squirrel, Mr. Squirrel, he doesn't seem to tell me his actual name, so.
Well, of course not. He's from the Feywilds. Names are powerful.
Right. Mr. Squirrel and I, decided to try to compile as much as we could to give us some sort of lead on the Wand of Orcus. And I think Christy's eyes have lit up. It's like Christmas for her, and she's wandering around the room and she's like, I can get on this right away. I can get on this right away. This is so exciting. Don't worry, guys. I will organize this. Don't trust me. I'm not
Make
great.
sure you take breaks, eat
Yes,
food,
I know.
drink water.
I know I tend to almost die a lot in battle, but this, I'm useful at this.
As Medea will lean over to whoever's next to her. Let's say Anaya. She's like, we're gonna have to set up a watch and make sure she consumes things so she doesn't pass out.
Like a hamster feeding situation?
Yes.
Okay. I think I can find it.
I'll take it.
Oh yes. I yield.
Daisy's like, no way you're giving her a fucking hamster water
Medea will be
bottle.
like, oh yes, you'll take care of Christy, and like pats her shoulder.
I'm just gonna give like a really exasperated look at Bren.
He gives one's back.
Have we made progress towards finding it, or have we just started the compilation process?
Started the compilation process, so we'll deal with this, and we'll deal with Decide bullshit as well, and Syndicate bullshit, all the usual bullshit in the meantime. But for now, let's go back. You guys rest.
Did anything happen while we were gone?
Just kind of.
Attempted break-ins, things about town.
Oh, has been all quiet. Because that's telling in a way.
Has it been all quiet on the Western Front?
We've had some You guys, I sent out the other group to do reconnaissance, but it has been quite so that's fun. But let's try to get our head start while we can, I guess.
Yes, they're probably doing a similar process.
Yes.
They might be in the next room over.
Yes, why don't you go through every room of the library, dear Nadir?
Let's do this thing.
Get your gun out of here!
You're going to piss off the librarian.
He points at a sign that's like, it's a gun with like a cross.
Goddamn liberals.
Yes!
See, there's no version of that for swords. I can draw this and wave it around as much as I want.
You son of a bitch. Wait, do I?
Starts like flipping it around.
Quinn pulls
Start
out the
sword
2
dancing.
hand axes that he has and begins juggling them.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna say you guys get to about 1 to 2 months of downtime.
Wonderful. There's enough time.
And we
for
got
my
paid
point.
like $3 million.
Oh, wait,
You guys get paid 750 gold.
There's enough time for us. Wait a minute.
750 gold.
There's enough time for us to do all 3 phases of the thing.
3 faces.
That's
Me and Amanda have been
We'll
planning
get
this for
there.
like 2 months.
So much planning.
I will say, as far as
Quinn, your bird husband.
as far as overarching
should.
like news goes, there's because Bryn has to report back to the Silius clan, and especially Christy knows too. There's now a lot of tension between clans. Once-
Yeah, it's election season and shit.
Well, yeah, but once the news gets out about the Desai soldiers dabbling in Orcus worship, some are wondering how far up that goes, but the Desai clan vehemently denies knowing anything about it, claiming it's just rogue soldiers. So that's kind of like the big news thing. I will say, Medea.
yes.
We can start with you. Well,
Phase 1 or the serious
for
bit, then phase
downtime.
1?
for downtime, you didn't have anything, and you didn't have anything. So we'll just go based on what I just wrote in my doc. So we can start with you.
Okay,
We
so it'll
can
be the
do
serious thing, then
serious-
phase 1.
Okay.
While sitting here today, I've come up with one thing that
Okay.
is not important.
That's okay.
Or I should say the timeline is not important.
Yeah. So
So I guess one night late, like while Bren is in his office, Medea will go knock on the door.
come in.
Brennan.
Hello. He's finishing getting all the sand off of his desk. Actually, he keeps finding some, but he.
I don't think you'll ever win this battle because I think as soon as you turn your back, Quinn is going to lay more sand on your desk. It was a desert, and there's a bag of holding or two floating around.
He closes his eyes for like a few seconds. What can I help you with?
She will go and sit down in front of his desk. She's like, well, I came here for 2 things. First, I do want to have a rather serious conversation with you, but then after that, she will open up her personal bag of holding and pull out 1 bottle of Arak. A-R-A-K, Arak. It is a booze. I felt like we deserve a little night. Kicking Queen out.
He takes the bottle, looks at it. You're like,
That is not the only bottle that I brought with me. That's just a start.
I'm listening.
Yes, so, well, to be more serious, I wanted to talk to you about Masai.
Oh, what about LaSalle?
Well, I recently learned more in depth of what sort of link there may be between Masao and Eska. Because when, earlier events were happening, and I was questioning demon presence in this country of Rakmon, Medea made this statement about, oh yes, how the government definitely doesn't know about demons. And I didn't this very deep and winding rabbit hole of learning just what Rathmorn has done to Eska. Demons, experiments, turning people into amalgamations, into hybrids like Nadir is.
Did you learn about the war on Masao? I'm assuming.
When I went to talk to the leader of the desert demons, Valko, about such a thing, about an offer I had previously given to Nadir, and then later to Valko, once Nadir rightfully said, hey, I shouldn't speak for everyone. Valko did mention Masao in this. And I did, as someone from Masao, I did want to ask you, did Rathmorn use demons or demonic entities' powers the same way in Masao that they did in Eska?
Not in the same way. More of what they did in Masao, they used our own dead against us.
They raised the dead against you?
Yes. Masao culture, we revere the dead, we respect them quite a bit. So to use them against us was
beyond taboo.
Yes, you could say that. Rathmorn burned temples, libraries, schools, destroyed villages, forced farms to be erected in their stead. Yeah. What they did wasn't great.
Sounds, yeah. If I could talk to the clans 300 years ago.
That was 200 years ago.
It was 200, that's right, it was 100 years after. Gosh. I could go back to that time, wow. How fucking idiotic.
They knew how to destroy a people.
I wouldn't say that. Y'all still kicking. People are still fighting, aren't they?
Barely. Every rebellion is unsuccessful. They just keep killing us. They'll impose new rules, take away old ones, and then impose them again. It wasn't even legal to worship the Raven Queen 50 years ago in the Masao region. My parents wanted to free Masao. And if I'm honest, I've given up on ever seeing that dream fulfilled in my lifetime. But I don't know if you necessarily care to hear about those dreams.
I'm not opposed to it. In fact, I'd be welcome to it. You may not be able to trust my intentions upon doing so, but I am genuinely interested in hearing what you have to say about this. I want to learn more about Masao, in the sense of what does Masao's people today desire?
I'm maybe not the best person to ask. I think a lot of the gist is we've always wanted our country back. To be Masao again. So
I've heard such a sentiment before.
I don't know that there's anyone that will let us go peacefully. But if it has to be unpeaceful, I'll tell you right now, I would support that.
Thank you for your honesty. That was heavy as hell. Okay.
Can I have a drink now?
Yes, and she will go ahead and pour some Arak into some glasses that she brought. So the fun thing about Arak is that it is meant to be watered down It is a liquor that is meant to be watered down, and when you water it down, it turns into like from clear or amber to like a milky color.
To nut color.
Yes, nut color. So Medea doesn't know that,
Like
so they are
Dr.
drinking this like
Feeding
basically on the rocks concentrated, because she doesn't know. So you might see it getting drunk pretty quickly.
I think you guys start drinking.
Yes.
Give me a constitution check. Let's see if... Well, we'll see how fast Bren gets drunk. What's his con?
Saving throw or just check?
Oh, that's a dirty 20 for him. I was gonna say check.
So check. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine's just a 17.
Okay, dirty 20. It takes a little bit for you guys to get wasted, but it'll happen. Is there anything you ask or talk to Bren about in that time?
Since we're queening out?
Yeah, since you're queening out. How do you instigate queening out?
I mean, what is queening out if not gossiping or complaining?
Right.
So, like, Medea will complain a little bit just about, like, the fraught tension among the group ever since Quinn domed a child. And she'll invite Bren to do the same, presumably about those government types.
I thought you meant you were inviting him to dome a child, and I was like, no.
Hey, we got a kid in the back. Come on,
Yeah.
Bren, let's go.
We got one on reserve.
Got one on the reserve. I think he does just generally complain about bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy,
like,
jumping through hoops, getting the runaround. Honestly, Bren, really, like, when's the last time you got out of this office that wasn't for, like, a meeting or something? Like, I feel like you're always in here.
I like go grocery shopping. Sometimes.
That's not what... That is a necessity.
I don't go on dates. I don't have friends outside of this. They're dead.
You're...
What about my mom, huh?
Brennan,
She comes to the shit.
Bren, you need to get back in the game, Bren. You need to get back in the game. You need to get back out there.
It's been so long, man. My last relationship, he's also dead. I don't want to... That's...
Just the... And how many years ago was that, huh?
15.
15! Exactly! 15! She's like,
Listen,
clapping.
I've had
pouring
other
another
guys.
drink.
Oh my god. But it's hard. It's stressful.
It is, but however, I think you need... Listen, I'm married 6 times over, okay? I know things about relationships.
Oh my God.
15 years. I know about loving multiple people. You can love your dead lover and love another. If your lover is a good one, we like men here? Yes, I knew this.
Oh my god.
He won't condemn this. He'll support you in your group, in supporting you towards healing. You need to get back in the game, Bren. Come on, what's the last time you hit up a bar? When's the last time you went out to an event, met some other fellow bachelors?
5 years ago, I guess.
It's been too long. Bren, I can help you with this. Bren,
What
don't
do you
you
mean?
miss being, like, you know, having someone? And other illicit activities with someone?
It would be nice not to cry myself to sleep.
Yes, exactly. It's nice to have someone there if you have to cry yourself to sleep. Okay, Bren. What I'm saying is, what if you put yourself back out there again?
Well, I tried a little bit with Nadir, but he's kind of got a full plate.
Okay. So Nadia's got a lot going on.
And I have a lot going on.
But consider, you could
So
have a lot
maybe I
going on. So Nadia, oblivious. I understand that. I get it. And also, he's got that, like, grieving widower thing going.
Some might say grieving father.
Yes, and beyond that, you know, he's mourning 4 children who died before him.
4?
So I'm assuming it's his biological children way back 300 years ago, and then there were like the children that he like adopted but never quite fully claimed, and then they died, and that was like a year ago. And now he has a 5th child in Matthias. So Nadir has a lot to figure out on his own, so I'm saying he's not quite emotionally available yet. I think you should look further abroad beyond Nadir.
Who?
There's so much, we live in the capital of Rathmon, Bren. There's so many fish in the sea.
Okay, if you can find me a fish, I'll do it.
I will find you a fish.
Oh no.
Give me a week.
You know what? You have 6 spouses, so this can't
My
go
network
wrong.
is enormous.
This can't go wrong.
Yes,
yeah, you're
exactly.
a bard. You know so many people. This,
I know so many people, and beyond that, the people I know more people. I know many fish. Maybe one you can hook.
You know what? Fuck it. Hook me up.
Upon this, Medea will sending some her spouses. I think in particular, maybe Nephros and or Broomer and or Tilfira. She's like, I need to get an ad in the paper right now.
I'm sorry. Are we doing?
Hot young men looking for tails.
No.
Advertisement.
Mature
My boss
bachelors
has no
looking
bitches.
for love. Mature bachelor looking for love.
This
Well,
is
let me
the
see
fuck.
these
In the
ones.
morning paper.
Is there like a fantasy version of
Pina colada.
Craigslist yet?
No.
If you like
I will tell you
pina colada.
exactly what the ad will say.
There is like
Oh
in
my
the
God.
newspaper.
I hate
there
that you
is
guys
like
print
a
There's
ad
a small
section of, like,
tabloid with all the ads. It's mature bachelor looking for love. Interested? Mail this P.O. box.
I really think you should call it like my boss has no bitches and
Help me out.
help me out.
No, I said what I said. Mature bachelor looking for love. Because Bren has a little bit of class to him.
Let's get this guy a freshly minted 18-year-old.
Hot young tail.
So,
Are
phase
you
1.
Are you gonna do this?
Couple days. Does
Is
Medea get
anyone
something in the
else
P.O.
worried
box?
about the fact that
Well, I
they
thought
pre-planned
phase
this?
1 was
Yeah.
someone Medea already knew.
It's someone she knows of. Do I need to text you who it was again?
I don't know his name. I know the gist of what it
I'll
was.
text you his name.
Shiz.
Are you gonna do this for Quinn also?
No.
Quinn doesn't want that.
If a gay guy showed up at his door,
Oh
you shoot
my
him.
God.
Goddamn
Tim
lip.
said he needs his cat emoji 8. I'm lying.
Tim's not wrong.
The quiet laughter.
I'm just thinking of how much sand is
Unrelated,
all over
this
his
is a
office now
question
because
for
of
you.
Quinn,
Yeah.
and how Quinn essentially made his
Do
sandy
you,
badge a thing.
like,
Yeah.
kids, like under your wing for like training and stuff?
See?
Is that like
See?
relatively obvious? Where
Bert
the
1 and
know
2
that?
were switched.
Yes.
No.
Oh, so you're trying to,
It's
like-
the other way around.
Not progeny.
When we first talked about one.
Was
but,
it?
But we can do it this way. That's fine.
You go ahead and
Prodigy?
pick.
Prodigy,
No, because
that's
it
it.
was
Yeah.
the one I said was
Yeah, I
number
think
1
that's a
responding to the
secret.
ad, but number
Yeah.
2 was Medea being like, I know a guy.
Yeah, because I thought number 1 you were like, I know a guy. That
No.
Okay.
It's the
I
way I
can't
said.
believe she did the ad first instead of the I know a guy.
I know that's how it originally was. but we'll do the ad first.
No, we're doing the ad
Scary.
You get a response.
in the P.O. box. The
In the
singular
P.O. box.
response in the P.O. box to the ad.
Yep, you get a response.
She runs to Bren. She's like, okay, you're gonna go here and tomorrow at this time, and you're gonna tell him the reservation was set by Medea Olda for Brennan. Okay, and it's at like a medium scale tier
Okay.
restaurant.
Okay. Arby's.
No, that's not medium scale, baby.
No, it's Arby's.
It's not-
In
It's
my
at
world,
least
it's
an
Arby's.
Olive Garden. Fuck you.
Fine, it's Olive Garden. Okay, I'll go. I did promise. Bren, that night, he gets a little bit dressed up. He
Yeah, good
I think he tries to he reuses part of his outfit from the ball.
That's not
The
rude.
backless one?
No, actually he won't go full backless. That's
Oh,
a little
that
too
would have
silly.
been so cunty, but too much
Didn't
for
that
Olive
get
Garden.
covered in blood when he got stabbed?
No, he can use prestidigitation.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, you're right.
prestidigitation,
You're
yeah.
right.
He put it in the washing machine.
And he's like, okay, is this
Samsung
okay,
brand.
Medea? And like, maybe you guys are just in like
have,
the
Oh,
the
she's there for the like,
community
before.
room or whatever. So
Yes.
it's like, yes.
Yes, I think understated but classy. This is how it should be.
Okay, Daisy, you're my second opinion. Yes.
Cute.
Where are you going off to, all fancy?
Medea set me up on a date.
Ren has a
I'm gonna start like shuffling through his drawers, trying to find
Almost a
like some
real
sort
life
of like
spit
cologne
take.
or something.
Looks around and goes,
Oh my god. Yeah, you find like one like,
And I'm just like,
oh my god, Start sneezing.
Did
You're
this-
hanging out with like Sasha and Gregor and Matthias, and it's like, you going to fucking church or something?
It's a date, you dear.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to church again.
No, I wear my priest robes at church.
why did I not consider that he would wear priest robes?
He does. He does wear priest robes a lot, actually.
they're fancy ones that are backless, though.
You know what? I could get into that. I think.
The backless.
Listen, what is
Backless
even
white
working
sheets.
in
Tim
if
is
you can't
working.
wear backless robes?
Tim is
I
working
would.
on a Bren piece.
That would do it for me. I
With
think.
like
But
a little black
Bren-
liner along the outside.
goes
That
out
would do
to
it for me.
No, guys, you need to pay
That
attention to
would
this.
for sure
Guys,
do it
you
for
need
me.
to look at the
I'm
the
sorry.
reveal.
We're talking about hot priests. This is more
Yeah.
important.
I
No,
see
not
a hot
distracted.
priest.
Got distracted.
He
As-
goes out to the Olive Garden. What?
As he leaves and I'm out smoking on the porch, I just give him like
A nod.
The approval nod.
This can only go well, right?
yeah, let's go with that.
And he goes to the Olive Garden, and as the waitress brings him to his table and sets him down across
Sets
from
him down.
Gets him in a seat.
Just
Sets
imagine.
him down.
Big bowl.
He looks across the table to a human, like 20-something-year-old, and he goes, "Hi, my name's Bryce." And I think Bren's face goes white.
Medea did not look into this.
No, she did.
She thought it was funny. Oh god.
Bryce responded to the ad.
Real life Cole was horrified that you would do this to Bren. That's
I can't
actually
believe
like
you made him get dressed
I
up for
killed
this.
a child, and that's the most fucked thing.
Hey guys, this is phase 1. I've been playing this for weeks.
Oh my god,
I
I'm
think-
so scared.
I think, like, his face goes white, and he goes, "Right? Do you know someone by the name of Daisy? And he goes, "Yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend." I don't want to talk about it though. We could just stay past relationships.
Stacey broke his heart so bad he went to the other fucking
Take
side.
your relationship with Bren like this.
And Bren is going to just go, "I'm sorry, I have to go." Maybe he puts down like 2 gold to cover like any like dinner. Just, I gotta go. You're too young.
I've been playing this for weeks.
And he leaves. He's back, Quinn. I think you're still outside smoking, maybe.
His back's so
returns.
soon.
His face is like white.
Pat the seat next to me.
Who's Daisy's ex-boyfriend? It was fucking Bryce.
Didn't Medea set this up?
Yes.
Oh, buddy, sit down.
He like sits down like hands in his face. He goes, "Why did I think this would be a good idea? Why? Oh my god!
I want to know if he's gonna tell Daisy about
Do
this.
I tell Daisy this?"
I think Quinn's like, absolutely the fuck not.
Please, I want him to so bad.
I'll just say the guy didn't show.
Do not let Medea set you up on another date. Why the fuck?
She has 6 mouses. I thought it was gonna go well.
I think Quinn puts it in his back pocket that if Bren isn't angry at Medea for this, Quinn will be for him.
I can't believe that
You're gonna be so mad by
Daisy
the end of
broke
this.
Bryce's heart so bad that he switched
Or
teams.
I want Bren to tell Daisy about this so bad. She would think it's so fucking funny.
And you watch, Bren is like traumatized.
I'll light up a cigarette for him.
Thank you.
Medea wanders outside.
You bitch!
Go back in right now.
You bitch!
Not a fucking word from you. Go back inside right now.
I like to
Medea!
imagine that.
Yeah.
What do you mean, what's the issue here?
I like to imagine that
literally
Christy
going
and
to
Daisy
stand
were like
up
out on a
begin,
walk
like,
and they
ushering you back in the
like
building.
walk
I was
up
like,
as
you are
this
not
is
needed
happening.
right now. We will have some fucking words later.
And you guys are
I
going on a
put out
walk.
an ad and that was the only
You
respondent.
fucking know what you did. Get inside.
Daisy's like, what's going on?
Don't worry about it, sweetie.
Okay, like, are you okay?
It is just, men.
Oh, I mean, I've been there.
Yep. Yeah.
The way that I couldn't even blame Bryce for trying the other
Listen,
team.
his heart got broken by a woman, so he's just like, you know what, let's try the other side of the playing field.
And
And he saw an ad.
we'll go to, Nadir. Your downtime scene.
Yeah.
Phase 1 complete, baby.
Oh my, this poor fucking man.
He's so fragile and you just destroyed him.
It's a
For the bit.
They're both fragile.
Baby boy.
Alright. First, okay, a little bit young in the dating pool, we need to age up. I understand now.
I like that the only problem that Medea sees with this is that he's young and not the fact that it's Daisy's
That was the
I know.
only respondent to the ad.
I know
okay?
there's like a 3-stage plan here, so I obviously don't want to fuck with it. Quinn would spend this entire night adamantly being like, never let Medea set you up again. If that changes anything.
They're gonna queen out again and it's gonna happen again.
I think for phase 2 to begin, because he got that, you're gonna have to get Bren drunk again.
No, absolutely.
But I think he's like, you're probably so right. Nadir.
Yeah, I think I had, I told you one scene. I was thinking of talking to Bren at one point,
Yes.
but I think I probably talked to Quinn, and maybe we'll do that since Bren just hung out.
Fuck, I gotta get my talking too. No.
You talk to us?
You
My
can talk
top
to
two.
her. Oh my god, you guys
Did I
get
throw
put
it
on
off
the
your
top
rhythm?
2
So
of the
sorry.
podcast.
No, I love it.
But yeah,
I feel
you
like Quinn
go
needed
and
someone
you
to be
find
mad with Medea
Quinn.
about.
Yeah, I'll find Mind if we go for a little bit of a walk?
Yeah, sure.
So, how's it been? How were the old bones treating you?
Honestly, I was thinking of going and talking to Bran about that. Because I gotta feel like shit from that trip. Did you hear what Medea did last night?
Kind of. Like the bare bones of it, really.
She went out of her way to set Bran up for his first date in 15 years with Daisy's ex-boyfriend, Bryce.
He was the only person to respond to the ad.
Doesn't
It wasn't
matter.
specifically him, but she said this will be so fucking funny and let it happen.
That is strange. I don't know why someone would do that.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe I'll talk to him or something.
Yeah. How's the kid?
How is the kid? Like, how is he, like, hanging out around here?
I think he hangs out. He doesn't interact a ton. I think you've also noticed he's going through the stages of grief. Like eating is like a on and off thing. Like he goes through stages of sadness and anger, and he tries to do training, but I don't know if you guys prevent him from using weapons. And if
I do it with him.
You do it with him, okay?
If you wanted to.
Yeah, so if that's the only way he gets a hold of a weapon, otherwise he'll use like wood swords or something.
Okay. That.
Okay.
What are you just kind of helping Daisy train specifically for anything, or?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm teaching her tricks of the trade, I guess, yeah.
Your trade?
I mean, I guess my trade's kind of what any rogue does, but yeah, I guess, you know, that kind of stuff.
This might be overstepping, but
Okay.
it is my thoughts. And as somebody who has taken care of children, I feel like I should say that to you. I know that Daisy has a deep desire for revenge. And I want to talk to her about that a little bit. Because I don't want her to have a life like I think either of us had. Did you have a life that was good?
No.
I don't want to say don't offer to help her out. Because she's at a time when she needs help. But if she travels down the path that you, or, I mean, I've been fighting things for hundreds of years now. It's not great either, but I don't know. Like, her parents raised her outside of all of this to give her a chance at normalcy. And obviously, the cat's out of the bag a little bit. But I don't want her to pull the trigger on this guy if I can help her not to.
I think you might be misunderstanding what I'm trying to do. I don't want to make her me. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But the way I see it, Daisy's down the path already. She's fucked up and angry, just like I was, and just like I'm sure you were at one point. The way I see it is, I can only speak for myself. I don't know if you would, you know, relate to this as well. When I was fucked up, my anger was wild and untamed. And right now, Daisy's anger is wild and untamed. And I guess I'm just trying to at least make it disciplined. Because then there's at least a chance of doing the right thing. But if we just step back and not do anything, she's going to go gut that guy and just be worse for it.
I see what you're saying.
I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I can't help her figure out her feelings, but I can help her hone her skills, and maybe that'll make an impact in the long run.
I guess that's good. That is maybe a misunderstanding on my part. I think recently I've just seen you more jaded than maybe other times I've seen you. Not to. Obviously, you're allowed to make your own decisions, but I think leaving those children's lives up to fate was the wrong choice. I think they are 11 and 13 it's a fight that their team started. It was to the death. And I don't know, it was kind of a lot to watch that.
Yeah, I made a snap decision, and it was the wrong call. I think, I don't know, it seems like everyone's kind of expecting me to get on my hands and knees and bawl. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's just not me. It eats me up, yeah, but so does all the other shit I've gone through the past, 60 years, so yeah, I feel bad about it. That's kind of all anyone's gonna get from me, and it feels like people want more.
And it's denial.
I mean, really, you're going to be worse to yourself than anyone is to you, in the sense of feeling bad about things, but I think that's what I mean with seeing some of this more jaded side is you do hide behind your guns away, and it's late in your life, but when we torture somebody, we don't even ask questions first. We jump to violence, and that starts with the first man that you shot in this building, and you say you don't feel bad at these different times and stuff like that. But I think that's just kind of bullshit. I think it does eat you up somewhat inside. And after all these years you have to keep telling yourself this. And who knows, maybe you are dead inside. I hope not. Because what we're fighting for is the future. And you don't have a lot of future left, but other people do. I don't mean that in the way that I'm going to kill you or anything.
Sorry. No, he is slyly insulted him twice in the same argument.
I don't think I meant it as an insult, but maybe I had it under.
I don't definitely came off as one.
I don't think you meant the first one either, but you definitely insinuated. You insinuated. He was like, as someone who's raised children, and I was like.
You think Quinethy has raised children?
That's the dig, that he wasn't there to raise his son. That was my point.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh no, I think Quinn definitely has been getting more and more withdrawn as you've kept talking, and it's just like, what do you think I'm doing here? I was gonna leave, but I stayed because I care about all of you. So yeah, I know that I don't have long left, but I'm trying to make sure that all of you can move on to something better after this, and the world can be better for it.
Sorry, not to interrupt you, but that's what I mean, is you do care. And that's good. But there are times that you withdraw yourself to hide behind those behind the violence and all that. And I don't think I want you to change your ways. I want you to keep that piece of hope with you and to think about the future of the people that we're with and we're fighting.
I guess I thought I'd already been doing that.
I think the only thing that's really kind of made me feel this is Rafi's death.
I don't think I really know what you want from me, man. I'm a bad person who's whole life doing bad things, and I'm just trying to do some level of good before I go, I guess. And it just, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like whatever I do, I'm just Quinn the grumpy old man. And I know that's partially my fault, but I would also argue I don't think anyone's really given me much of a chance to be anything else.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah. I've seen the side of Quinn that does care about us and wants to take care of us and built window security around this building. And I guess maybe that is what I want. I came into this just wanting to tell you how I felt about everything that had happened over the last week or so. And maybe what you're talking about is what I want. I want the side of Quinn that cares. And maybe unleashes some old folksy wisdom. I can't be the only one dropping old people stuff around here.
Like your fucking heart medication.
So maybe that's it. Don't be the guy who just says, I'm a bad guy, so I had to do these things. Be the guy who is now like, I want to do better. And you've been doing that quite a bit, I think. At least more than I think you did before. But yeah, I just had that to share. And again, I'm sorry if I overstepped, but I want you to be happy with yourself and happy with what you do here at the end. And it's not that I'm saying you're dying tomorrow. You have time, 10, 20 years, hopefully.
Not if Amanda has anything to say about it.
You're giving me about, maybe go down a little bit.
5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's better. I'll think about it.
I did not mean to come at you telling you how to live your life.
That's what old people do. The older people tell the younger people how to live their lives. That man is over 300 years old.
This is the
and you're not. You're not that old yet.
You're basically young.
You're basically
To
younger
Nadir.
to
Oh,
Nadir.
God.
How old was Nadir when he became
Yeah,
demon?
Quinn, you had that thought like, oh my god,
That's a 330-year-old in your
Baby,
blood.
this guy, that's
Hey,
crazy.
how old is Quinn again?
69.
69.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So you got 330 versus 69,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
That old man is telling another old man who's younger than him how to deal with the world. Like, that's just what old people do.
Old man grind.
I'm just waiting for Nadir to start just lore dropping shit in the middle of nowhere. Just like, hi, how are you? Hi. Yeah, I like number 5 meal. Okay, anything else? Yeah, my wife left me 20 years ago.
My wife was brutally murdered in the desert.
My wife was brutally murdered 300 years ago in the conquering of
Anyway.
Eska.
Anyways, silent cigarette and coffee.
Yeah, I do think Quinn would just be like, I want to be better. I try.
I see it.
I just wish I'd be given more of a chance to. But I get it. I'm old and jaded and all that shit. It's just a lot of bad habits to break.
Yeah. I get it. I've had bad habits that I still am doing. You'd think I'd learn after all this time. But should we make them some old man breakfast? Show them some ancient Quinn recipe?
My ancient recipe is eggs with not that many shells in it.
But like, what kind of eggs?
Scrambled. Yeah.
Superior.
I'm gonna stay away from that kid, but if he's ever ready to talk to me, we can talk.
Okay. I'll let him know.
Quinn.
I think it's probably pretty early on in this month. He would knock on Baran's door. Sir,
What do you want?
I'm not gonna put more sand on your desk.
Please don't put more sand on my desk. I just finished cleaning it up. No. Back in your pocket, please.
Sorry.
What can I do for you, Quinn?
So you're like a cleric, right?
Yes.
Like.
Yeah, I am.
So, can you do doctor stuff?
Yeah. I was Christy's doctor.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot that. I guess you could say I was feeling my age when I was out in the desert. You know, just kind of like sore all the time and really tired, and they had to put me on a camel more than once. Which we have fucking camels.
Camels have been outside for.
Yeah, which I'm thinking, as far as getting them in the building,
They're
like
not getting-
we can like furnish a nice room for whatever the other camel's name was and camel.
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
No, we can do some like indoor troughs and like water troughs.
You know what? No, they will go in the stables.
They deserve to be in the air.
But we have like an indoor stable, right? I mean, the deer lives here.
Oh, and okay, your medical problems. Have you been to see a doctor?
I think it's been roughly
I'm here, ain't I?
52 years since I've been to the doctor.
Oh my fucking god.
Look, I just
How
want
did
to.
since you were 17 years old?
I think like he like opens up like a curtain to like a little clinic corner of his room.
I just want to make sure that this isn't anything more than just like being old. I sit up.
On the deli counter.
Okay, can you?
Please don't give Quinn cancer.
This would be an amazing time for you to give me fantasy
That'd be so
cancer.
Give him fantasy cancer. It's
I think he just generally he like listens to everything, all of your complaints, and he's like, "We're going to have to do probably a physical. You haven't had one in 52 years."
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna prostate exam. We're gonna fondle your balls. We're gonna kiss you.
Oh, all right.
Sloppy.
I know that date with Bryce got you all hot and heavy, but save it for the deal, man.
No. He glares at you.
Was
and
that
he,
a test?
And he makes sure that the prostate exam is extra aggressively fast.
Jokes on him, I come.
That would be.
Sorry.
It's alright. But I think you get like a general checkup, and he's like, "You're old."
What?
That is, I think you've had a rough life. I mean, how long have you been fighting and adventuring and this sort of stuff?
Since 18 onwards, so pretty much 51 years nonstop.
Right. Yeah, that's Can you hear that well in one of your ears?
Well, you see, I shoot right-handed, so I've actually noticed that I have been a little bit like hard of hearing in the right one.
Right.
Left is okay for the most part.
Yeah. So you don't have anything explicitly super wrong with you other than you are getting old. I can give you some, tonics, maybe some ointments for any muscle aches and pains, but we might have to do another checkup in a couple months just to make sure everything's okay.
Damn, I was really hoping it'd be like fantasy cancer or something.
Why do you want fantasy cancer, Quinn?
Because then it would be like a thing that's doing this and not just, my body shutting down, which kind of sucks more in a way.
It does suck, but everyone's gonna go through it unless you die young, but,
They're coming for Quinn.
They're coming for Quinn.
They know he domed a child.
Yeah. It's just...
Don't read Twitch chat until you don't have to RP.
That's just how it's gonna be. I know it sucks.
I'll take the tonics and such. Just don't. I think Quinn is going to say, just don't tell anyone. But then remembers Nadir being like, you hide behind your gun, and is like, I'll just take the tonics. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you get all stocked up next time. Send you out to the field as well.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the age of 69, Quinn buys his first pill organizer.
But it's for liquids.
He mixes them up, takes like a shot, like...
You have 7 cups that you precariously always carry on a tray.
I think everyone notices at like dinner.
You have to purchase orthopedic shoes.
Oh yeah, at like dinners and stuff. As like Quinn eats his food, he is also like taking his tonics, and I just don't think he hides that.
His little vials. I have technically a sleep tonic at home, IRL, by the way.
Melatonin?
No, it's literally like a little like vial. It's kept with my tea things. I've taken it exactly twice in my life. I don't know if it actually works. But it was explicitly said as like a sleep tonic. I was like on Amazon one day and it was like for like $1. And I was like, yeah, it's on sale. Let's add it. Let's see what this concoction is.
Yeah, that sounds...
tastes like shit, by the way.
It sounds like a really good, like, safe thing.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to you guys in the D&D Snapchat group chat.
I could make a tonic if I just dissolved my 2 prescription sleeping pills into a bottle of water.
This is true.
I will say I have to shake it up before I take it because those solids solidify at the bottom.
I can't imagine either of those options taste good.
It tastes like shit, by the way.
Quick slides old person tonics across the table to Nadir. Need anything?
It probably can't hurt me.
Yeah,
He's also gonna like message you and be like, you don't have fantasy cancer, did you?
I remember, nah, just old.
Wait, lactose, what's the bottom text, Amanda?
Gonna grab
Tolerant.
Tolerant?
What is
I'm not
what
that.
does this
Yeah.
one do?
I think that one just kind of helps
I think
with
that's
the
the
regular
most
bowel
epic
movements.
5 below shirt that we
I
saw.
know.
What if it's already
so
regular? Will it make it irregular?
Maybe. I'm just gonna give you this one.
That's the one that helps you get
That
it
one
up.
makes your wiener hard.
Why would you have this at dinner?
Just cause.
Okay.
Just a little fantasy
Just 'cause
Viagra.
Yeah.
Don't let Daddy hear too many doors, am I right?
Brain, get the screwdrivers.
Nadir, do not lock the doors!
Listen, if it's giving me the fuck me eyes, I'm going to have to take her down.
Bats eyelashes at you.
I hate it when my doors do that.
The real end game here is Nadir and the very fancy door.
Oh
my
god!
That door's weird fucking mouth would love you.
Yeah,
I'm not
Can
convinced.
I borrow the very fancy door for the
right,
Americans?
people, wrong
You wanna
time
just
because they're across
combine?
Come on, let's do a
universes.
crossover event.
Oh my god, crossover
Oh my god,
episode.
crossover episode.
That would be it.
Wait, can I do one shot?
The Amanda vs. Culver's crossover event.
Yes!
We can
That
make-
is the very fancy door in
It
Nadir.
would just be so funny because, every time somebody walked through the very fancy door, he, moaned a little and kissed them, and
But Nadir would perpetually have his dick caught in the door.
I know!
That door would love your freaky
I'm sorry,
ass.
but can we just point out that the very fancy door currently is not sentient enough.
It
Sentient enough.
speaks. It's sentient.
No,
it's
it's-
sapient.
It speaks. It has
And
too
it
low of an
needs-
IQ to understand what yes means.
And it shows up.
Listen,
No, it's
it,
learning.
No,
Cause
Yeah.
Has
The
to-
thing Ilmater taught the very fancy door was consent.
It's
listen,
Oh, you're right.
That's good. That's
listen
canonical.
That's
to
true.
me. The very fancy door passes the Harkness test in the sense where if someone were to ask the door, "Hey, would you want to get freaky horizontal style?" the door could say yes or no and be very implicit in the knowledge of what would happen. That's the Harkness test. It does not matter the shape of the being, as so long as it
Okay.
can be clearly communicated yes or no in terms of
Then
consent.
perhaps the other concern should be the 300-year age difference.
Nah.
Bro, that's a fucking dimensional deity.
Anai,
Oh no!
do you have anything?
Oh, that's right.
Follow that up, fucker.
I thought you were.
Follow that up, fucker.
I thought you were gonna dump something on me. And I was
No.
Most recent comment from Tim: I have got a free doorknob that he can have.
like, oh no.
Okay.
Wait, did you read a weird, freaky spot
If you
pic
don't
about
have
doorknobs?
I
anything,
sure
have
did.
anything.
Yes,
No,
you did.
I assumed it was something
I think-
green.
Yeah, I think Anai has stewed too long, and we'll now take one of the days, like one of the first days off that we have, to travel over to Marine and be like, I remembered something and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Kawaii.
You go to Marine's bar, and you have a nice sit down with her. Do you just immediately spill?
Probably. Been sitting on it too long, but didn't want to do it over Sending Stone.
Oh my god. So like,
I don't know what any of it means. But I don't know who I am.
maybe you were an angel?
Maybe an angel blacksmith. We're
That's
gonna
on, I mean,
we're
there
gonna have
are
to do some
blacksmith
research.
gods who have angels.
I'm not gonna be a god.
No, but an angel of that god.
Yeah.
Last words.
What did you say?
I said famous last words.
I don't. Oh god, I'm sorry. I wish I had more knowledge of anything.
No, it's okay. We're lost together. I just
Something about sharing.
That's so sweet of us.
Like when I was.
I didn't know how to say it when we were in the desert over Sending Stone, and I haven't told anybody in my group yet because I don't think they're gonna know either. And they're also kind of going through some stuff right now.
Yeah, but honey, if they all know, then you can work together to figure it out. You know, like rely on your friends and all that.
But they got a lot of stuff going on.
I don't care if they got stuff going on.
The demon
You
guy
got stuff
adopted
going
another
on.
kid.
Okay. I'm sure they would love to hear about you knowing anything new about yourself. Don't, you know I'm right,
No, I just don't like it when you're right.
but I'm always right.
It's the problem.
Exactly.
Never get a chance.
Mm-hmm. Just like how flips her hair a little bit.
Yeah, I should probably tell them.
Yeah. She'll like put her hand over your hand and be like, it's okay. Just those people seem like they have a lot more specialized knowledge than I, a bartender, would have.
Yeah, that's probably true. But you're so damn smart.
Exactly. You are just being sweet, so I'm gonna keep pie.
No, I came here for the pie. And if I could perhaps bring some pie to the 13-year-old we just adopted, that would probably help him dislike me less.
Okay, well hopefully
I think they enjoy a night relaxing and reading again by the fire. Just kind of going back to their old routine in that need for the familiar to kind of relax.
Yeah.
And I would come back to the city the next day, pie in hand, and
What kind of pie?
Cream.
Is it green?
Cream.
Cream.
Boston
Oh.
cream?
Yeah.
I thought you said
Wait,
green.
wait,
I was like, what the fuck?
What's a cream pie? A Boston cream pie. Where's Boston in Rathmore? What's the Rathmornian equivalent of Boston?
oh god,
I think we're in.
we might be.
I'll say.
Cursin cream.
What if I say key lime just to piss you off?
Yeah.
I actually really like key lime pies.
Ryla cream pie.
Ryla cream pie. Where's Ryla
Ryla
located?
is up here.
Oh my god, that's all the land.
Yep. You're Bostonian, baby.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not from Ryla. I'm from Whitefield.
Close enough.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I bring a key lime pie back with me, bake it fresh, and then offer a slice to the 13-year-old and just be like,
Have some pie.
fresh baked goods are the only thing that made me feel better on the bad days when I didn't know why I was here and what I was doing.
He will take it and kind of like give you like a nod, like a little smile, like thanks.
It's actually delicious and half the pie disappears.
He scarfs it down.
Perfect.
Christy actually will approach Daisy.
Oh,
She does take a break from her researching.
It's Pookie.
It's spooky. Daisy, do you want to go off on a date with me? I can take a night off.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, where should we go? Olive Garden? I've heard good things about that.
Yeah. It would be funny as fuck if they just had.
Bryce is on another date trying to figure things out.
Bryce or Gren? We can go phase 2.
Dear God. I don't trust you with phase 2.
You shouldn't, actually.
We're barricading down.
We'll do this Christy Daisy date first. Maybe Bren and phase 2 can be in the background.
Honestly, phase 3 might be the worst. Objectively.
No, I think it was phase 1.
I don't know. Phase 3 is kind of like a wow. That's really out of left field.
Fair. Yeah, no, let's get dressed up and go for a walk and go get dinner, and then we can. I've also heard of a really good ice cream shop, and we'll go there.
Okay. Yeah.
Exciting?
Yeah.
Yes. I think she gets in like a cute little dress, and she picks you up at your door.
So
Daisy
cute.
probably also like cute little dress and like cute little hairstyle.
And she'll hold your hand and walk to the Olive Garden, the hip new place in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirsten just got an Olive Garden. It's like a fucking like first international branch from like Othia or something.
At first I heard Kirsten as Kirsten.
I did too.
And I was like, oh my god, Clayman
Shut
House
up!
just got
Leave
Olive Garden.
my poor fucking lisp alone. By the way.
No.
Can't
No,
hide
Kirsten does
behind
sound like Kirsten.
No,
so it's
I had to go
okay.
to speech therapy as a child. Don't fucking do this to me.
Maybe you need more.
It didn't work.
Are you telling me therapists are bullshit?
Do you still have the number?
No,
If you don't-
it was through the school district.
That's
They heard
why.
me- They heard me fucking shit up
Can't confirm.
like doing a noise instead of a noise, and they made me go to speech therapy instead of English class.
Yeah. School districts do be doing that.
But
Good.
she'll take
Go
Olive
piss boy.
Garden. Maybe picture a glimpse of Bren in the background, but that's not the primary focus right now.
Wait. Is Bren with Bryce in this or
No.
the second?
That
phase?
would be so fucking funny
Second
though.
phase.
Daisy would think that would be so fucking funny.
I know she would. You guys spend time. It's so nice to, I do really like adventuring, but I almost die so frequently.
Yeah, I think honestly since
I'm real sick of the nightmares.
since we became whatever We are.
Girlfriends?
Oh.
Oh. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just assumed.
No, I meant like
The
I didn't
anxious
know
bitches
like
are at it again.
like I didn't know if we were like keeping it casual or if it was like a thing.
Oh, I don't know anything about keeping things casual. I'm so sorry. I thought, I mean, we can be, but I thought in my head we've been girlfriends for like 3 months now. So
The anxious bitches are at it again.
No, yeah, like I haven't been like seeing.
oh yeah, of course I
yeah,
hadn't been
yeah,
either.
yeah.
But who would I?
Yeah, no. So no, yeah, like
Yeah.
I just didn't. I didn't want to like feel like I was like pressuring you into.
Oh, okay. No, I got this.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. But I was gonna say, since we became girlfriends, I think my blood pressure's going up because I see you down so often.
Right. Yeah. It's okay though.
Maybe I should just like get a bag of holding and I can just put you in it and.
Well, I might suffocate in a bag of holding.
I'll like leave the top open.
Okay. Maybe I should just keep more potions on me.
Yeah, or like maybe get like some armor or
Yeah, there's not a lot of armor wizards can have, but there's some.
or like a ring of protection.
I'm looking into it. Yes.
I wanted to say you say like looking directly at you.
Hi. Oh my god, and Nadia's here.
I'm the Jews
Medea, what are you
here.
talking about?
Oh, hi Medea. You look so different.
Medea, if you had to say one word, what would it be?
It's Nadia with a pink wig on.
Desert folk.
Oh!
Dark breaker.
Something about the way that Medea
What?
would say that.
It would not.
There's no way that
I
desert
do
folk is
I
this
do
line.
feel like
Come on
I'm
now.
not
Feel like
super
Desi's.
useful in that. But with researching, I don't know, I feel like I
Alexander
can
being the one that invents the slurs.
I can prove my worth to you guys.
No.
Well,
I'm
I like me personally. I think you're always useful and you do lend a hand and you play your part. In my personal opinion, I would say that you are like the beauty and the brains of this operation.
Not wrong.
And like Nadir is like the brawn.
I was aiming for your forehead, but you dodged.
Thank you.
Because I mean, sometimes I don't even.
You are incredible though.
I mean, I think you're incredible.
Are we gonna make out in the middle of this Olive Garden?
I mean, I think they probably have like a bathroom.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh. They go to the bathroom and
And
they
then-
start. You guys make out in the bathroom of
Yeah.
Olive
You guys
Garden.
make out on the baby changing station.
Someone walks in with their crying child and just immediately leaves.
They're like, I don't want. I'm not getting involved.
Hey, listen.
they
I don't think they've gone there yet.
in the middle of Olive Garden.
Yeah, why not? It's Olive Garden.
Personally, I feel like my first time with Christy will not be in an Olive Garden, but that's just me.
Is there anything else from Daisy?
I was gonna talk to probably one of my dad figures, but I don't know who, so.
Okay, do you want me to come back to you so you
Yeah.
can figure out who?
Yeah.
Nadir.
Hello.
Hello.
It's Nadir.
Yeah, I guess I would talk to Brent a little bit.
Benjamin.
Yeah, I think my only other plan would be to like talk to Matthias, but that doesn't necessarily have to be in the scene unless there's something specific we have to go over. Because I think he's just like trying to talk to him and get him to try things out and do things. And
Right.
meet people who aren't Quinn right now, probably. I would tell him what Quinn told
Okay.
Nadir, but
Yeah, you go to speak to Fred.
what is up, buddy? Sorry
What's
to be
up?
so informal, I thought it was off the clock.
No, it's okay. Please be formal. Please.
Please be formal?
No, informal.
Yes, sir.
No, stop! Informal.
Okay.
Come in. Take a seat. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to talk to you and hang out with you a little bit.
Oh.
Give you
He's jealous of Bryce.
I guess I never really got the full chance to. Well, I just have some gratitude because you showed me your special library room, and I was able to learn some things about what's going on with me.
Of course.
So I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I just wanted to talk to you about who I am and who you are. A bit.
Who you are?
Yeah. I just kind of like throw my lore document in his face, we'll say.
Yeah, you give him the rundown. He goes,
We're trauma dump worthy.
Had 4 dead children. Oh my god.
Yeah. And the last year or two, I have spent a lot of time just working towards this one goal. And there is a part of me that wants to do things that I want to do. But because of me wanting to, at the very first things, to help Asha and Zaya and anybody I can, it feels too selfish for me to take time out of my day to just relax or form connections with people, in a deeper way. I feel bad in a sense. Just the other day I was talking to Quinn and telling him how he should let out his more sensitive side.
Do you find it selfish that if you let out a more sensitive side, or?
I mean, I should, but I didn't take the time to really talk to him much. I mean, I think we were friends and stuff, but I never really took time to talk to him about how he was feeling. And I know he might have just responded with grr if his walls were up, or maybe he would have told me something more. He did tell me that he had a son, which is like good for him.
Quinn is sometimes hard to read, but I don't know. He's a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally watches my back. He's my bodyguard now, so I trust him.
Yeah, I can see him watching your back right now.
Quinn
is he outside the window? Just
Quinn's outside the building looking
on the ledge
in.
and he like hauls himself up
and he
so
like
he
looks
can
and
go
goes,
over.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Either that,
oh,
or they,
awesome sack.
either that, or they look up and I'm like in the rafters, like arms to the side.
You're like kicking your legs.
How did he get up here? He has minor arthritis in his wrist. That's crazy.
No, I'm not here.
But yeah, I guess
I'm not here.
I'm out here trying to form more connections in a sense, with people who are more, maybe not like a young woman. I don't know what I would talk to them about.
You're pretty
Okay.
good, Daisy.
I've dropped all of the flower knowledge I know.
Is that your flower knowledge? Is that
Yeah.
how you...
No, I've been hanging out with
stand for lust.
Because it's an erect penis.
That makes sense to me.
Not the cactus itself, the cactus flowers.
You're here to do that?
Yeah.
I appreciate you telling me all that. I'm sorry for everything.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Goes without saying, I think.
you know, I told Quinn a lot of this, but you know, obviously I lost my brother. My parents were killed by Rathmorn. I had a lover who also died, and I started this in his honor, so it feels like many people I've loved have died. And most of them have, so I'm nervous with you guys.
I understand. Yeah. So far we're all alive.
Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Forgetting about my dad.
Except for Dale.
Of the 6 people in our party.
Oh.
We also lost the one broad who got her heart ripped out.
The
From
one
shoving
broad.
her dad.
From A team and we're B team?
Yeah.
What's her name again?
I mean, dying isn't very 18, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, listen, they were here before us, so we're B team.
Yeah.
Kind of an L team thing
Division
to
two.
die.
Yeah, actually,
that's
we're
true.
the Dubs team.
Dub team.
But no, I like it when you guys hang out, I guess.
Yeah, I know we have to be so formal because you're like
No,
boss.
please don't be formal. Please.
Hi, kid.
I think we have this ever
You guys.
But yeah, we care about you too. Don't forget that.
Right. I won't. No, maybe we can go get dinner sometime.
That'll be nice. I'll have to find a babysitter though. I don't know if anybody. Well, no, wait, no, I can't say. I was gonna say Quinn for a second, but I forgot what he did.
Make me the babysitter, please.
Maybe Otto.
Yeah, maybe. I don't want to make Otto and the A team do everything all the time. But I mean, maybe I think it would be fun to see, like, I mean, I guess they are. I keep thinking of Daisy and all those other ones as so young, but
Yeah, I mean,
they're adults. I forget.
I think Matthias is warming up to a 9 ever since she brought Pie back home.
Yeah, kids love sweets.
But wouldn't I be a good babysitter?
My thought is she will like have a freak out amnesiac attack and turn into a fox and then hide in the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
It's so accurate.
So maybe Daisy or Otto.
Yeah, maybe we could like give 17 people the job but not tell them, but they're just supposed to like silently watch it. Then like people keep walking by the open doorway.
Right.
50
We have to be
people
careful
ask.
not to be helicopter parents over him, but I should probably talk to him too. I know a thing or two about, losing a brother, so.
Yeah, that might be nice to talk to. I lost a lot of things, but I have not lost a brother.
Yeah, so I got that.
Oh,
I won up.
child.
So I guess I won up to you there.
Yeah. You have at least 100% more brothers dead than me.
Did you have any siblings?
No, I didn't write it in at least.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had
child.
living siblings too. That'd be
It'd be
funny
so
as fuck.
scary. Oh, well, if it isn't my 331-year-old brother.
Terrifying.
Is there anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Just wanted to drop a wardrobe on him. Get a little
Medea.
wardrobe myself.
Phase 2.
Phase 2.
I think
Did
maybe.
you Did you read my most recent Snapchats?
But I don't know how well that would work. Maybe.
So we'll do the OG.
Yeah. I think Medea will have to apologize profusely to Ren.
Yeah,
I promise.
Will.
Actually, you know what? Give me a little speech and roll me some persuasion.
Okay. So, like, Medea will come into the office one night. She's like, "Hi, Bren.
Medea?
So, it seems like that blind date didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
I will say, the blind lady in question was the only responder to the ad I put in the paper.
Why did you put an ad in the paper?
Because I know a lot of people, and my spouses know a lot of people. However, we don't know everyone in the capital. We couldn't limit ourselves like that.
Limit ourselves?
Okay, okay. Right.
And listen,
silly me.
and listen to me. As long as there are two consenting adults in a relationship, age should not be a factor in that decision. As long as they are both adults. I will say that much.
Right. Maybe someone...
Listen, I am married to people who are not a full decade younger than me, but there is a difference in age, okay?
Did Medea just say age doesn't matter?
I said there was a difference between...
I heard it.
I said there is a difference between minors dating adults and adults dating adults with age gap. Okay, fuck you.
I'm not necessarily a cougar.
Alright, so no younger men.
Jaguar. I don't think that's accurate, but I find it funny.
Okay, so no younger men. So you want someone your age or older?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? You want it comfortable with us, doing the water.
No, someone you know, preferably.
Okay. Someone I know who's in the market for someone else of their own age. Presumably not someone who's as naive as perchance Bryce was.
That's ideal.
I might have someone in mind here.
Like, actually, you're not...
Yes. So, I met so when I was in my wandering years before I met any of my spouses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I came... You know how I interrogate, right?
Yes.
So there was a seedy bar I went into and I performed to because I really couldn't afford to do better at the time, right? And this is where I met this man, right?
Okay.
And this is he was not the one to demonstrate my interrogation technique to me, but he was there, right? And we were talking. There was a little bit of rapport between the two of us. I still talk to this person on occasion.
Okay.
I know he's in the market. Would you be interested in
roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
I do have
Something?
That's an 18. So I have a plus 12 to persuasion.
It was an 18 on the die, or?
No.
Oh, okay. So it is
It was
18,
a
which
4
is still
on the
pretty
die.
good.
It was a 4 on the fucking die.
But still, 18
Sorry,
is
no.
good.
6 on the die, but...
I will give you the second chance.
Okay. So... Okay. Let me reach out to him and see where he is in Rathmorn. Because I know he does stay within Rathmorn. He doesn't want to quite that much. But he really does... He is a bit of... He does have itchy feet. He does have a little bit of wanderlust. Let me see if he's nearby Curson. Not Curson. What's the name of the capital?
Curson, yeah.
It is Curson?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if he's by Curson. Let me see if I can't get him in town. Maybe you'll like him.
Okay.
Let me do this.
We'll try it.
I'll come back to you with an answer if he's willing.
Okay.
He's about your age. How old is Brian?
In his 40s.
Yeah. He's about your age. He's around mid-40s.
You know what? First time, maybe you're just having a goof and a gaff.
Goofing about. Listen, I knew who Bryce was when I saw the response. However, I was just like, you know what? Who am I to
Quinn gets
interfere?
this dreadful feeling somewhere. He's like sitting in his room and he's just like, something just happened.
Listen. Sorry, Medea. Listen. Bryce was the only one to respond to the ad, and you know, I did when Brent responded, I did recognize who this could have been. But I was like, who am I to interfere? So here, you know what? We're not leaving it to chance. This is someone I know. I've met this person before. I've talked to them before. I know what they desire to a certain degree.
Okay.
Who am I to interfere? Says the person interfering. Fucking wild.
So Medea was sending some. I don't have a name for this person. Let's call this person.
Should we look up?
No. Let me come up with it.
Okay.
Let's call this person Hadrian. Hadrian, yes. His name is Hadrian, and Medea would be like, Hadrian, this is Medea. We haven't talked in a couple of years here. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great, actually. I'm reaching out to you because, listen, I know when I first met you, you were talking about how you really desired a certain type of person, right? In the salty spittoon, as it were. And you know what? I just happened to come across someone within your age range who's looking for love himself.
Really?
Yes. Are you perchance anyone near Curson?
I'm actually sitting there right now.
Oh my god. Okay, if you were to have a first date with someone that you would want to, you know, perchance woo, where would you go?
Best place in town, the Goblin.
The Goblin? I can set you up.
Perfect. This Friday at like 8?
I'd say yes, I'll make this happen. Listen,
wonderful, thank you, Medea.
I look out for my friends. Surely, Mr. Brett. Hey, I'm gonna text you something. You need to keep that mom as fuck, okay?
Okay. Friday night rolls around.
Quinn's back in the porch.
And Bren's getting ready for a date. And he steps out, and Quinn's on the porch, and he looks at you.
Man.
She's such a smooth talker.
This better not be a prank.
I make a good
I know. Okay, she said it was someone she actually knew, not just an ad in paper.
I don't trust her.
Well, you know what? We'll go find out.
Please read my most recent message.
Okay.
Maybe there were indicators of.
Okay. And Bran goes out on his date, you know, more hopeful, like maybe Medea, you know what? Yeah, Medea does have 6 spouses. She's gotta know some good people.
Knows some
she has connections. She's been traveling all over. Maybe this will actually be fine. I'm gonna say this time, like, 2-3 hours pass by.
It's not 20 minutes.
Quinn, you're on the porch, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Bren is running towards you. Gotta get inside. Lock the door. Lock the fucking door.
What do you mean?
Lock the fucking door!
Like, gets inside, like, pulls out his big security guard keychain. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, that's not right.
He's a fucking cannibal. Oh my god, he was gonna eat me. He was gonna literally eat me.
What?
He was gonna fucking eat me.
Okay, step by step, what happens?
We were having a really, really good time. He was fun. And then, you know, one thing led to another. And we're in the bathroom. And he pulls out fucking dagger. And he starts doing the tracing things that you know how you saw Medea do while interrogating, and he started talking about how scrumptious my flesh looked. I think he was gonna fucking kill me and eat me. I don't know that Medea knows he's a cannibal.
Bran, you're gonna go to bed, alright? As the head of security at this building, can I make an executive security decision that will get back at Medea?
Yeah.
Okay. You go to bed.
I'm gonna go to bed. Bran goes to bed.
Asks 0 questions.
The next day, after Medea comes back from wherever you go during the day, you see that your bed is still in the corner, but it has been converted into the indoor stables. So for an executive security decision, obviously
camels.
we don't want our lovely camels.
What are you doing in here?
Like Quinn's at the door and she's like, well, we don't want our livestock to be stolen or anything, so they're gonna be hanging out with you for this foreseeable future. Don't worry, I have it in the rotation. A guard will come in and clean up maybe like once a week or something.
Okay.
Once a week.
What prompted this?
Oh, well, you know how everyone just loves getting involved in other people's lives in ways they shouldn't. Thought I'd give it a try. Have fun with them, and I close the door and walk away.
I like to imagine.
Some tension. Bran, what happened on your date?
He tried to eat me.
What?
Literally eat me like he's a cannibal. He tried to eat me, Medea.
What?
Puts her both hands on your shoulder. He tried to fucking eat me.
He didn't try to eat. I didn't know that. Wow.
Think back. Is there any hint that he could have?
What should I roll? A history?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Damn, Bren's not into people who eat people. Okay, this is bad.
Oh no.
So my history is like a solid 13.
13. I think you're like. You know what? I guess
Maybe
my
he did make some comments.
my interrogation tactic that I got around the time of meeting him is a little suspicious. But
Oh. That would make a lot of sense. Oh. I mean, like, were you like into it before it became like apparent that he was trying to eat you?
that's not important right now.
You kind of is.
Oh my god.
But Bren.
I'm
Hey, listen, Bren, look at me. Look at me in the eyes. We listen and we don't judge.
What do you mean?
No. Were you into it before it was apparent that he was trying to eat you?
I guess, but like not like. Then he tried to eat me.
Sometimes cannibalism in media
Don't-
can be a form.
Don't
of
try to fix this. Don't try to fix this. I'm not.
Alright. So we struck out with a stranger and younger. We struck out with someone I knew that was not in your circles in the same way. What if we went a bit older and
Oh my
someone
God.
that it was specifically in your circles?
Oh my god, I'm giving Quinn the description of this man and it is shoot on sight.
Obviously, if he's a cannibal that wants to hunt you down, that's fair. Maybe perchance he shouldn't be out on the streets because he wants to hunt you down. If he was like someone who cherished you, I would leave it be. But he sounds like he really just wants like. I'm not going to continue that thought.
He's just like looking at you like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That one was my bad. I didn't realize that Hadrian would be like that.
It's the best.
I'm going to go to my office.
Okay. Hey, okay, so I know that I just gave really bad advice, but also, like, you're shut up in the office as often as a vampire is in a casket.
Oh my god, I would have been in a casket.
Can you go to a green or a park? Even just to the courtyard where we train in? You're so pale, buddy. You need some sunlight. Vitamin D.
And then he turns and he makes eye contact with Quinn maybe, and it's just like, navigate.
He needs some sunlight. Look at him.
Hey, Bran, go away. In the most loving way possible. Just walk away from this situation.
Quinn, I swear I didn't know he was a cannibal.
Right. And he's gonna go into the courtyard where Matthias and Nadir are training.
Sunlight, though?
He does go outside.
Okay, good. He needs some fresh air.
Medea?
I didn't know he was a cannibal.
Medea? I need you to listen to me when I tell you this.
Yeah.
I really need you to listen to me because I can see the wheels turning. I know you got something else in there. This poor man.
Yeah.
If you mess with his love life again, I will never forgive you. And you will not be safe from the holy hellfire I rain down upon your life.
Quinn.
I don't give a shit what you have to say.
No, listen to me. The first time, it started as a genuine input, but I only got one answer, and then I was like, okay, what if it was fun? The second time was genuinely me putting in effort, and it turned out bad because the circumstances outside of my control.
He has been out of the dating pool for 15 years.
I'm trying!
Because the person that he loved died.
Hey,
I understand what that feels like. If you set me up with someone as a bit, you are so lucky that he did it.
First time.
You did it for a bit.
That was only the
15
first time.
fucking years since he
It
lost
was only for a
the
bit
love of
first
his life,
time.
and you set him up with Daisy's ex as a bit. Do you understand how fucked that is?
I didn't mean to. When it started, it wasn't a bit, but then it became a bit.
Look, Nadir said...
The second time was genuine, but it got fucked up outside of my control, okay?
Nadir told me to pass down some wisdom sometimes, so listen to my fucking wisdom. Stop.
Stop what?
You guys are...
You know what I'm talking about.
You guys are having this argument in the courtyard,
Yeah,
right?
we are. We're over in the corner.
What's the hallway?
It would
be really fucking funny if it echoes down and Daisy does hear
That's
this.
what
And I think maybe you and Christy are hanging out in your room with the door open. You guys hear this, and Christy eyes shoot open, and she looks at you.
I'm gonna be like,
I have one more thing we have to do.
I'm gonna.
We'll see.
It's gonna be a full sequence.
I'm gonna look at Christy and just go,
Oh god.
Medea?
Daisy, we're talking.
Hey, Daisy.
Medea will be free in
Hey,
a minute.
Daisy, what's going on? Hey, actually, come here, please. I don't want to shout this anymore.
Yeah, so I'm just
Christy,
wondering.
Will sending Stone Quinn. We heard. Yeah, we heard.
So I'm just wondering why I just heard Quinn shout from down the hallway that you set Bran up with my ex-boyfriend.
Hey, you want to hear the best part about that, Daisy?
I set Bren up with the sole responded to an ad I put in the paper.
You are not in defense mode. You're in forgiveness mode right now.
Yeah, but like my ex.
You want to know the best part about this?
Yeah.
It was for a joke.
No, it's don't stop that way.
15 years he's been hoping to find somebody new, but no, let's set him up with your ex as a joke.
No,
I like to think a knight was here and would then turn into a fox and
So you know what? Upon this cross event happening, Medea will grab Quinn and drag him into the room that Daisy and Christy are in. She's like, listen to me, all of you.
You have 30 seconds before I punch you.
I want Bren back in the dating pool. I want Bren back in the dating pool. Listen to me. I want him back in the dating pool. The first instance, Bryce was the only respondent, and you know what? I couldn't turn up empty. Second respondent, I didn't know he was a cannibal that wanted Bren dead.
What?
You're at 15 seconds.
Yes, 15 seconds. The third, Bren has expressed interest in Nadia. I need to make Nadia jealous of Bren. Okay?
Okay, concept. How about you stay the fuck out of it and let them figure that out
Do you
themselves?
want to set Brian up with someone?
Why is that up to you?
No one else is doing it!
Let him do it. It's his goddamn life.
He
And
didn't
you
do
set him up
anything till
with
I
Daisy's
did
ex
something!
and Cannibal.
He didn't do anything till
I
I did
You're over
something!
two. Stop the deal.
I genuinely think that Daisy is like cracking the fuck up. Like she is like bent over, tears flying out of her eyes, laughing so fucking hard.
Am I the only one here that cares for Brent's feelings?
No,
I do.
listen.
I
Well,
want
then
you
stop pretending to do so and actually care and just stop.
No,
Let them do
Listen,
listen.
I got married to 6 people under pretense of something besides love. Sometimes you might have to take adjacent paths to happiness. Okay?
Okay. So here's the thing, Quinn. I agree with you. I agree with you, but I almost feel like I think you should apologize to Bryce. First of all, because
I'll write an apology letter if he doesn't want to see me face to face.
yeah, like please reach out because
Yes.
I ruined that boy, and I just think that it was unfair for his next experience to be Brent. I mean, did Brent like see the date through, or
It was really, really quickly that he came back, so I'm assuming that like Bren like found out who Bryce was and immediately left. So here's the thing: is that Bryce was the only one to respond to the ad I put in the paper.
right?
Yeah. So Bryce did want to try out the male side of things, and he wanted to try an older individual.
Okay, so maybe instead of trying to set Bren up, why don't you try to set Bryce up?
Do you want me to matchmake Bryce?
Look, I
Yes. Sorry.
I don't care, but I think you owe it to him
I
to
think
give
I-
him an actual
You
experience.
you're convincing me of this. However, I'm gonna make sure that Bryce wants me to.
Yeah, why don't you just? I think you should offer him an apology.
I
and
will
then,
offer reparations for this.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Now, can you guys get the fuck out of my room?
This isn't your room.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait, what's it? We pulled into
You guys
Daisy's
were
room?
pulled into
That's
Daisy's
That's
room.
Daisy's room. This is Daisy's room. That's her bed. That's her desk.
I wouldn't say that if I thought we were in Medea's room.
So,
No.
Yeah.
My room is the stables.
They all sound
and
very sweet, so.
you guys were very loudly speaking about Bren's experiences.
Listen, I started it with the honest intentions, and there was a waiver, and then it continued with the honest intentions, but outside factors fucked with that. So now the third tries the charm.
Well, maybe we.
I want this man happy.
Medea.
Yeah.
I know you want this man happy.
Yes.
I know. We all want Bren happy.
Yes.
Maybe, because you didn't get married under the pretenses of love,
That came later.
you might not know how to pick them.
But what if I knew
No.
someone who fit the demographic of
Who?
older?
Who? Just say who.
My
Pre-screening
father-in-law.
this bitch.
He's in the market again, and Bren. Listen, I've struck out in
Your-
terms of matching someone with
Your
Bren was
father-in-law?
Yes.
The one of the heads of the older clan.
They're in the same circles.
Oh, you have to be fucking with me.
It's phase 3, baby.
Medea,
What's the
No.
issue? What's the issue?
I think Quinn, this is like comedies aside, Quinn like genuinely looks at you. Medea, your problem is that you just can't help yourself. You can just not stop. This is the time to stop. You have fucked up twice, Medea. Do not fuck up a third.
What is the problem with this third one?
Stay out of it.
Why?
This is not your love life.
I want to help him.
Stop. He doesn't need it.
Can I like sending Stone like Otto and be like, hey, I need you to come break up a fight?
We're gonna start getting.
I
shit, sorry
I
about
think Otto is there very quickly, but Christy is like,
He was trying to ignore the yelling down the hallway, and it failed.
Maybe we step aside real quick. I can talk with Medea. And Otto is also there. Hey, who wants to smoke?
I will not forgive you. And I leave.
Medea genuinely doesn't know what's wrong with this third option.
I need to know that Aaron knows what's wrong.
I do.
Okay.
Medea does not.
Okay.
Real life Cole's getting worked up.
Real life Cole is getting a little worked up over there.
No, listen to me. Real life Aaron knows what's wrong with each of these options.
Okay, cool.
Medea does not know what's wrong with this third option.
Quinn is so upset. I feel like real life Cole's confused. In-game Quinn, fucking pissed.
That's his point.
That's his book. No, so real life Aaron knows the problematic issue of every single one of these candidates. Medea in game doesn't really.
Character.
First of all, she did not know about the cannibalism Hadrian. She did not. She did realize who Bryce was, but just like who am I to interfere? And it's a little bit funny. But the third option of her father-in-law, who is widowed. She's like, they have something to meet upon a dead lover, and both looking for love.
Yeah. Bren is probably outside. Like I said, he went outside to the courtyard. I'm gonna say Matthias and Bren and Nadir and maybe Gregor are out there. And so what? Boys' night. So Bren will walk over.
Quinn's gonna try to save Bren. We're gonna see if it works.
You don't want to go inside right now.
Okay, we're just fighting and stuff out here. You want to use some of your wizardry?
Sure, I can use some of my wizardry. What do I need to do?
I don't know, cast spells.
Okay. I guess he'll help you guys spar and help the kid with blocking magic and maybe he'll talk to the kid a little bit. Before Quinn eventually comes outside. Christy probably takes Medea to Medea's room or something.
Yeah, the stables as it is now known. I mean, Medea does have residence in the capital. She does.
Yeah,
she doesn't have to stay at headquarters.
But Christy will you aside. Medea.
Yes.
You have great intentions.
Poor execution.
I'm gonna be so honest with you.
Okay.
And maybe setting him up with Imran Alda isn't the best choice of action.
Wait, no, sorry, that sentence over.
Isn't the best choice being as one, Bren works with the Silvius clan, and two, he doesn't love our government.
But consider this. No, come on.
Okay.
At least hear my points, and then you can argue against them.
I will hear you.
Okay. I've struck out in terms of younger and similar age, so we should go as older. You're right.
Right.
So we struck out on Bren being the sugar daddy or equal circumstances, so then we get it into the sugar baby territory.
Okay.
Which, listen, Bren has done a lot in his life. He deserves to be taken care of. Right. Also, considering that Bren is so embroiled Bren is so embroiled in bureaucracy, he deserves someone who knows what he deals with on a day-to-day basis. So he deserves someone within the government who understands. And I know an eligible bachelor who is in fact in the market, and yes, happens to be my father-in-law because my mother-in-law is dead and widowed as of 10 years ago. But guess what? That is time to grieve. He's had time. He wants to get back in the market. Like Bren.
Okay, can I pitch to you something?
Yes, I argued my points. You can argue yours.
You said you're trying to make Nadia jealous.
Okay. And she will lean down and whisper in Christy's. How tall is Christy, by the way?
I don't, like 5'5" maybe?
Oh, so she's taller than Medea. So Medea will tug her down and whisper up into her ear.
I think she's 5'2", right?
Yeah, Medea's 5'2".
Yeah, that's really not too much of a bend down,
Listen. The first night I got Brian drunk when we got back from the desert, he mentioned how he was interested in Medea, but Medea didn't put anything forward.
Right.
And it's just a matter of, what if we make Medea dirty? I thought maybe perhaps if nothing could be sparked through me setting Bren up.
Right,
Perchance Medea would notice all this effort Bren was putting in towards finding someone and put himself forward.
You know what, why don't we put some effort into, this is so much meddling.
That's what I do. I meddle. That's my occupation.
Yes, I know. Maybe instead work on seeing if you know, reconnaissance on if Bren is Medea's type. Yeah?
You make a fair point.
Yes, thank you. And we'll cut to...
I'm sorry, you pointed out that she's 5'5", and now all I can think of is uppies. Like,
oh my god, yeah, because Daisy's a halfling.
In fact, I am
when there's a
tall.
height difference.
You get uppies from your 5'5" girlfriend.
Oh my god, what a magical... Like, I can just imagine us, like, it's raining and we're in a park and she's, like, spinning me around and we're kissing.
These ideas about how to fuck with them when they were mad drunk. Okay?
That's all I had to say.
I'm not actually working.
Okay.
I promise you, yeah.
You go outside and... You know what, Bren's on his grind of getting stabbed by people for their training purposes.
Hi, Brian, can we do a quick
he's a
sidebar?
masochist.
Yeah. Pardon me, gentlemen. What?
The next bachelor Medea wants to set you up with is her widowed father.
In-law.
Father-in-law.
Right. Wow, father's still alive, unfortunately.
Now is not the time.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's the best pull she's had out of them.
That's the man that one of the many people you have to get on your hands and knees and beg for money.
Yeah.
I think that is a horrible choice.
I don't think she understands that, I'm gonna be honest. I might, you know, say no. I appreciate you looking out for me. Medea is trying to look out for me in her own weird way. And I thought she would have had good taste.
Bran.
But I listened to her that I should get out of the house more and start seeing people, and
that's the only thing she's right about. Bran, I have a lot of respect for Medea, but there's a difference between meddling to help somebody and meddling and just only making things worse and then doubling down and trying again and then making things worse and then doubling down and trying again and making things worse, which is what she's doing. So I think it's a good idea to stop letting her do that. Right, we can agree there.
Right.
When I met my wife, she was amazing in every single way. And when things ended, I never needed anyone else because that was all the love I ever needed. And you know, I never felt a need to move on And you have, and I'm assuming you felt the same way about, what was his name? Deimos. I'm assuming you felt the same way about Deimos. And you'll always love him. And I think it is wonderful and beautiful that you are ready to go out and try and find that again with someone. Listen to your heart. Not Medea's weird plans or random setup dates that just with cannibals and father-in-laws and exes of your employees. Follow your heart.
Right. He will kind of, I think, glance towards Nadir, and look down and go,
can I catch that?
yeah, roll me, like, I guess an insight or perception. I can give you advantage.
And what should be 2 ones?
16.
Okay, decent.
16 perception.
I think I can catch it. Especially after what Medea said, you're like, oh, she was not lying.
Looks at Nadir, looks back to Bren. Cut out the Medea middleman and talk to him about it. That's what your heart's telling you.
I have a lot on this plate.
Well, sometimes it's helpful to share the plate with someone else. So don't let that stop you.
Thank you, Quinn.
Yeah. Can I please keep the stables in Medea's room for a couple of weeks?
You know what? Yes. You know, she did set me up with a cannibal. Accidentally.
I was just like, if you don't want to.
It's called like solid 3 weeks, and then we'll
Okay.
put them back in the stables outdoors.
I just looked at people.
All right, I'm gonna go smoke like a whole pack of cigarettes because
Yeah.
they're good for me.
Yeah. They are good for you in this world.
Yeah.
They have vitamins and
Me
shit.
getting a pack of cigarettes on my way
Yeah.
out from work, and I'm like, this is good for me.
So I'm gonna probably a few days after all of
That
this.
trauma.
I'm
So
gonna.
Medea does not see the issue with a lot of it, by the way.
I think that's clear.
Aaron does, Medea doesn't. I want that to be very clear. Aaron sees the issue with everything, Medea doesn't.
Quinn sees the issue with shooting a child, Cole does not.
I'm gonna stop into Bren's office, I think, and just because I kind of pivoted this idea in my head a little bit, but I'm gonna do a quick glance side to side and then close the door. I actually probably don't need to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Is everything okay?
Well, first of all,
Oh no!
how was your date with Bryce?
He puts his head in her hands.
She's she probably tried to keep a straight face and is now just it's like that thing where somebody's like,
Yo, you think it's funny? He said his name's Bryce. I asked if he knew you, saying that's my ex, and I got up and left.
Well, I think that was good of you, but if he's your type of man,
He's
not.
The way he's trying to be supportive. Oh my god!
You are such a sweet girl.
I'm sorry, Brent. I think this is funny as fuck, honestly.
I can't wait to tell my older sister about
Kind
this.
of
For
hilarious.
months when it's boiled down in my head what it is.
I think you did a good thing, though, in not leaving Bryce on, because God knows I did a number on that boy.
Could have run it back.
Throwback Thursday.
I had to be fucking cheating if I said fucking crap, boy.
Anyway, so the real reason I'm here, I was hoping that maybe you could make up some bullshit reason for my mom to come in, or like take her to dinner, go take a picturesque walk in the park or something, because I want to go through some of my dad's things, but I just don't want.
I've got you.
I just want to be alone and do that.
I can do that.
I appreciate it. And also, like, I know the Raven Queen, like, does she like watch over the dead people?
But she is a death domain god. She collects various things like souls, sometimes the passage. I mean, there's many different places souls go. But
okay.
Yeah. What?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
She's worried.
Worried about it. I'm stressed about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't raised religious or anything, but I feel like there's so much I wish I could say to my dad, and I'm trying to figure out if it would make me feel better to say all that shit to the Raven Queen, or if I should just like, you know, like if I should just be like, hey girl, can you like help me get this message across?
We can go to the temple together.
Okay.
And you can pray to her, see if, you can even just sit like you're praying and just say what you want to say.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
whatever
maybe.
feels right.
Maybe after I go through his things, I don't entirely know what it is yet I want to say, but I got some shit that should have been said and it wasn't, so.
I get that. Yeah, we can do that together.
Okay. Yeah, if you could just like.
But I'll distract your mom.
Okay.
I've been told I need to get out more and I look like a vampire.
Pop off, cunt fagula.
What the fuck?
I think because I think we had negotiated 3 weeks for pen room for you. Real life actions have made that 4.
I feel like this is the one time that metagaming is like
metagaming
fine.
Must be allowed.
I've been sitting on cunt fagula for months. I will come back.
So have I.
Medea is giving OP from Reddit stories and is confused when she's called the asshole.
Absolutely, she is.
So right.
I want to kill the man. How
She's a
am I
little
the
fucked
asshole?
up in terms of the moral spectrum,
Yeah.
guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, as Pegula, I need to get out of the house.
Okay, well, yeah, if you can just like, you know, send me a set in stone or something when you presume the coast should be clear, then I will
Absolutely.
do that, and then we can.
How are you doing? Is it at least getting easier day to day?
Yeah, I mean,
You seem to have a bit of a pep in your step again, which is nice to see.
I do feel like I mostly owe that to Christy, if I'm being honest. I think she has at least, I mean, well, she's amazing, but like, I felt like I was drowning in sadness and like my skin was like vibrating in anger, and it's still there under the surface. Comes out a little bit in each battle we have, but I feel like I can breathe again, so
Yeah. Good.
yeah.
And rely on us all, too.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, and looking out for me, and being here for me, and can you give Otto a raise?
I can see what I can do.
Or like a bonus, because I kind of was a little mean to him. And I think I apologize, but like he deserves something for that.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think, he does distract your mom so you can go to your dad's things.
Yeah.
And all of that. Is there anything else from other people?
Sorry.
There's something I do want to get to do before.
Not in game, I just need to tell T this. You better fry that chicken! T, fry that chicken!
There it is.
Okay, keep going.
But yeah, I think, Otto.
The Discord chime.
Otto will be smoking with you, I think. I keep getting this feeling like we haven't gotten to the worst of it yet, Quinn.
I think you're right about that.
There's some sort of doom on the horizon, and I can't really see anything concrete, but flashes of storm, fire, and change.
Like you've seen things? Like
he's a cleric of Istis.
Oh shit, right?
Oh.
My
He got
guy
fate screaming in his head.
is trying to tell me something, but I can't decipher what it is. All she said is that a choice was chosen long ago and a promise was made. And now it seems that that choice is what we're going to have to endure. And I can't make it out. But it scares me.
Well, Otto, if it scares you, then it scares you too.
And we are going to cut to is that playing? I hope so.
I can hear it.
In the library room, Christy is flipping through some of her personal notebooks, as well as older journals and scrolls. She knows she can sometimes be a liability in battle, but here she can give her friends the advantage. Here she's useful. She jots a few things down before she stands up abruptly, as if she's just cracked something, like she solved a hard equation. Her face is elated. She turns and starts to fast walk out of the room. But as she goes to open the door, a gust of wind slams it back shut. Before she can even turn to look, a jagged blade pierces through her chest. As a creature that looks vaguely human with golden yellow eyes and large wings stands behind her. The wings spread wide. Oh, sweet bright-eyed Christy. I can't have you ruin my fun just yet, clever girl. And she slowly turns her head to look at her attacker, blood spilling out of her mouth. He twists the blade out of her chest, and a taloned hand slashes down across her face. Wind tears through the room, violently, and all the organization of the sources is ruined. Papers spreading across the room in chaos, books torn, and Tomi is ripped to shreds. Before it all stops. On the floor, she shakes as she tries to use her own blood to write something to help. A hint to what she's discovered to be useful even after her death. But all she can manage to write is how. Before her body stills.
How again? Sorry.
You guys can level up.
Fuck you!
I love that I was like, oh, Christy is the reason why I'm better again.
I know, you said that, and I started texting Tim like...
Okay, so fun fact, right before the scene started, Tim messaged in the Twitch chat, hey, remember when I apologized? You will. When I responded no. And I was like, fuck Tim!
I'm going to end this W murder. Thanks, Aaron.
You know, hey, at the end of the day,